This guy's name is Nyan Kichi. So.
Oh wait, that's actually kind of base. 3 in Neon Kitty.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just call them Nya or Kitty or whatever you want to call them.
Call them Neon. I'm not calling someone Kitty on stream.
Oh,
Kitty.
oh no, I didn't even think about that. Blah blah blah. Yes. Wow, that's the bracket I was in. I
Oh
died.
god.
Alright, here we go.
Let's go Discord Kitten versus the number 3.
Oh my gosh. Insane. Who will prevail? What the heck is this
Yeah.
build?
Don't translate that, Tom. Is this Midori?
The thing is
Um,
Oh, wait, it is! Mary
Oh, thank you,
Dodai.
Meru.
Very epic. Yeah, okay, that was...
Actually,
What the heck,
oh, they actually
man?
went for that. That is kind of greedy on their part.
That is an insane
I guess they needed
first
it.
round. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't say much about that one because I was just confused. So let's let's see. Maybe they like this form?
Okay. Oh, they just do. I think they're just or God, how do you pronounce that again?
Mary
Fedora.
Dodai.
Mary Dodai.
Yes.
Enjoyer.
There you go.
It's kind of weird because I feel like if your Q is kind of rough early, it's very hard to set up a defense for it.
Yeah.
It kind of has like that, I guess, like some slug syndrome where it's like, this is good, but you kind of have to be careful on your early starts.
Huh. This is interesting, like... Oh, what the heck?
We're gonna blow that up. I didn't think that was. I guess he kind of had to defend that, but he didn't really do much damage to TR.
I'm trying to understand the game plans from the players here. Like, 3 is just kind of like, ooh, I'm just gonna set up like, okay, no green. But like, ooh, I'm just gonna blow up half of my board. Like, that's such a resource expenditure. Whereas like, Nyan had like so much more main chain available. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Maybe they're feeling each other out, seeing like how much people are willing to commit with.
Maybe.
I feel like it's pretty reasonable on 3 side, especially if you see like lesser played form, right? You
That's
kind of
fair.
get used to damage a little bit. Whereas, I don't know, yeah, I probably could see that GTR wasn't that strong, but there was a good chance for extending. So probably just playing it safe.
Okay, so that's pretty committed to main chain early. I guess I just... Ooh, that's... I mean... Oh, what the heck? No reds! Okay, we're just gonna play the, like, gambling game and hope the opponent doesn't, like, blow. Oh, hello, Shadow. Hi. Good thing I'm not playing a match right now. He walked in front of the screen.
A classic.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to
He's
eat the
going for it every
microphone.
opening. Yum.
Delicious. Yeah, they love this.
It is interesting because I feel like it's surprisingly flexible on the tail too. When it forms like this that take up like flat 3, I feel like their tails kind of get like very samey. But they're doing like pretty well, like keeping board flexibility. Like they never really feel like they're losing that much space for this form.
They're already at second transition. That's insane. Although I guess like they don't have flexibility up here. Oh wait, no, they do. Wow, what the heck? They're insane.
Yeah, but how do you fix that extension on the trigger now?
You kind of don't,
It's
right?
kind of rough.
Well, I mean,
yeah, we don't. We
just blow up your opponent, I guess. Who needs a main chain when you can just like blow your opponent up?
Yeah, the fact that they could just commit off the blues, because as soon as I saw them do like 3 blues in column 1, 2, I was like, how do we get out of this if they like just send full?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Nothing. Very good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because even then, it's not like that much tail defense either, from what I'm seeing.
No, they're pretty like fixed tails. Like they have to resolve and they can't be used for like mid game.
Yeah. Oh my god, the unfortunate.
That fourth link.
Okay. That's pretty nice. Oh, it'd be a nice defense too. Oh my god, it's ugly.
Okay, finally a main chain? I think we're 4 rounds in and all of them, we got no main chain.
Yeah, but no one wants to commit resources anymore. It's cringe. Was he cut? No, I think you got the yellows back.
Oh, never mind. There's a red in the way.
Okay, never mind, still cut.
It's such a weird match.
Yeah, because I'm just like, when games like Go start with like so much attacking, defending, for me, I feel like that's usually just like a gameplay strat like you take before the set
Hmm.
that just says like, okay, they went into this thinking that they were going to just fight for everyone without having to use full,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of makes you wonder if eventually we'll see one of them try to like kind of not, I guess, acknowledge gap, right? Just be like, okay, I'm just gonna hit you with my full chain to see what happens.
Exactly.
But even then, he's opting out of it again for like another attack.
Okay.
It's a pretty big 3.
This is main if there's a green. Yeah, there is. Okay, well, it looks like Nyan is like just going main chain. So maybe that's what they are trying now.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about how 3 did this was because of like how their attack ended, they couldn't make use of the purples other than like powering it.
Yeah.
But I think it works out just enough here.
I guess that's the power of having a clean base, is that you can rely on it being like 5 or 6 links, and then after that you just have to add a couple more.
Yeah. And even then, I feel... I don't know how important this is for, like, Japanese players.
Uh-huh.
I feel like when you get used to seeing, like, a form that you know doesn't have many tailing options, you kind of have to look at the tail, right? You can just spend most of your time looking at the rest of the chain, it
Okay,
feels like.
well, apparently they decided that they can use the tail for stuff now. So,
Oh,
maybe
we're
not so.
reversing.
Yeah. Yeah, look, they've just like
like it.
destroyed everything in their tail, but then it repairs itself.
We're going all the way down.
7 chain attack, 5 chain main chain.
I think it's Jover.
Yeah, okay.
Still
They spent too much on that. They committed to like the tail links really early, which is nice, but then they connected like too much of it quickly, and then yeah, they're forced to like 7 chain it instead of like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it was an interesting reversal though. The fact that it commits to like a raised reversal is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, God, see, then I look at their column 3, I'm like, okay, it's 2-2. This just feels awkward to like extend off of.
It does, doesn't it? This is so like attack heavy of a build. Like I do not see a world where they don't dismantle some of this.
Yeah, there's so much power.
Oh, they're using the tail again. Okay, no, they're being a bit more flexible with it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
What in the world?
Are we just going full from that?
I mean, this is really like 2 yellows, 2 purples, 2 greens, 2 yellows.
Two more, yeah, there's no way, it's over.
Yeah.
Wait, they cut on the greens, might save something. Oh no, it's not high enough for yellows.
That's so weird.
That would have been insane if you got that to work.
Yeah.
Can maybe go right. Insanity. Oh, wait?
Oh. Did they... Okay, well, it's GTR apparently.
Maybe you guys just didn't like the build queue that they got?
I'm not sure what prompted that.
Okay.
This feels like a really weak area.
Yeah. The way they approach their GTR build definitely strikes me as someone who does not main GTR.
Although, this is so clean. And it's like, yeah, this was sus.
Oh god, dude, the counter build?
Oh.
Wait, I think he lost. No, he might be Reed's still there. I thought for a second he lost on the transition.
Seems working. Hello, Fino. Good to see you. This is so weird.
There's a lot of beef at the end of that. I think they got this.
Okay, but that's like way too much time having to like spend on making that chain work that Nyan can just like get a free 2nd chain. Like.
Yeah, another 9. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What an interesting opener to this set from just poke battles into I think Nia has shown the better flexibility so far. I feel like 3 here is kind of like... Okay, he's not doing it now, but he was kind of like creeping into that, I'll just build pillar and counter.
Exactly, yeah, around here. But now it's like a proper multiple stack, so like it's convertible a bit more. Oh, that's a good poke.
Yeah.
Especially, like, they got the second transition already prepared. So now it's just a matter of, like, do I want to try and poke with... Did they just main chain again? Are you for real? What is going on? Why is this game so weird?
What up? I mean, 3 got the extension. It's gonna be kind of close, actually. Oh, so AC.
That's only an 11.
I don't think they're gonna win this trade, though. That's a 14.
They have the all clear, though. What?
Not even Japan players are immune from just being like, you know what, you fuck it.
Literally. Yeah, I guess they were trying to, like, track habits and be like, oh, is 3 actually just gonna, like, keep throwing games to, like, being attack heavy, but the knowledge check with, oh, can you, like, out main chain me finally came through.
Yeah. Or we're back to the Dorai. I do really like that when I see like high level players just go for something that's not the same thing.
Yeah,
I usually see.
It's just nice.
Ooh,
Are they just going main chain again?
Yeah, I think the cover was too hard to clean up actually with that Q.
Well,
like ruining their chain.
Does 3 just... Wait, huh? Is there a cut somewhere? I don't see it, if so. I think it works. Yeah, they just like hesitated for a bit. Maybe just because they didn't want everything to power so much, but this is like fine enough of a chain.
Yeah, it's pretty strong mid links there. Oh god. Yeah, I think the only reason they went main was because that time was just well timed and caught them at a point where like, they just could not clean up any part of their chain other than go main.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because they were attacking so early in this set. And it's like, why not stop?
I guess they won a few rounds off main chain, got comfortable with it, and now they're having trouble pivoting out of that game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a nice 3 chain response. This is a massive commitment on your side, but...
Yeah, but there's not too much chain, honestly, from the boy over here.
Yeah.
I'm very curious, like, how well this mid game will go, though. Now that they both have to kind of just play the volleying kind of back and forth.
3 has a lot less space, though, is my concern.
Yeah.
Like, that's only a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, when you have space advantages like that, you can just, like, go main chain and then just win.
I agree. It's kind of weird because I feel like Reese right now, Nia has like kind of like the weirdly more flexible forms. And I don't know how much of that is just like experience with building weird shit. Because I don't know how true this is. It's like a Western player thing. Where like when they build so much GTR, they get comfortable with only a few set of tails. But I think the freeform players tend to have like the ability to do more random stuff in the mid game because they're just comfortable with that. And okay, never mind, it's just dead. I have no clue what the hell they were going for there.
I think generally, yes, like GTR users they lean on more straightforward builds, but it's because they can make those builds consistently that they don't tend to need to branch out. Like if what you're building does come together every game, then I guess it's like that's fine to keep like spamming that one thing, right?
Yeah. It's kind of weird to say this. I actually don't like Nia's GTR building, so I'm kind of glad they swapped off. I don't know. It just feels like way too messy.
Yeah,
like
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's been some clean ones, but boy. I think...
Oh boy.
Oh, that misdrop sucks ass.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
they got the blue extension. Winning!
Just a clear.
Wow, the 14 AC! Whoa! Whoa, these guys have big chaining. This is so clean! Massive!
That's a good 89.
Oh, that's not enough against this though, right? Oh, the blues don't go! No!
Oh, that's so sad, actually.
Oh.
Okay, 3 is waking up a bit. The efficiency's a block cleaner. No, like, bad habit defaults like earlier. No, like, I'm just gonna build counter against this weird form.
A repeat 1 chain is a 3 chain? True. True. I don't know about this build from 3.
Yeah, I guess they just want to attack and they want to make up for the fact that their greener's awkward the entire time.
Nope, I guess it's main chain time. Or take it and be awkward, but like, you can't really do much from here. Wait, why didn't you set up main chain? Why?
Oh, wait, I think it's because this chain doesn't work actually.
I think it does, doesn't
okay, now I
it?
fix it now.
Yeah, I don't know, that was really hasty. They play so weird.
Yeah, part of it was, I think, when they looked over at 3's board, the greens were obviously like fixed because they originally had attacked, but the reds got kind of convoluted. So I feel like they were thinking the same thought I had. We're like, oh, I think those reds just cut. And at that point, you kind of just go for it because he's gonna end at like 8 or 9.
That's fair. It's a pretty high expectation to like expect that players at this level won't be able to resolve stuff like that though. Like, they're very well versed in being able to manipulate their resources. So it's a bit weird to main chain so hastily.
Yeah, I think the other part of that is like, because you know those fixes can take way too long, you should punch them if you think you see them.
That's...
Oh, that's just it. Damn.
Main chain's really long though, you know? Like at this level your main chain takes like ages, so I'm not sure.
That's true.
It's a bit of a gamble, I think, either way.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy actually. Because like for like the turnaround on this. I wonder how much I guess a lot of it really was just fill out your opponent. But now poor Nia here is forced to do like simple health fires against GTR because the form just was not working out. But, oh my god, that cover is actually so good.
This is a really good bury, yeah. They have like so much less board space to work with, but the problem is they didn't prepare anything to follow up or even defend themselves with. So now 3 is just getting a free dig. Like this is the freest dig of Nia's life. I mean, sorry, 3's life.
Yeah. It's okay, Nia made it though, but man, that's gonna be not the worst extension, honestly. I actually
Wait,
get all of it, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
he thought about it, he's like, wait, I can go for these blues too.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, okay, it actually made it up in time. I didn't think they had enough time. Jeez.
I think Nia's better on the like secondary like post game chaining. I just think 3's playing the better attack and defense game.
Whoa, okay, that's a wild send back though. Only 1 line.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. There were so many purples in that queue. That's kind of awkward to use. It's a shame that Thorn did not cover as much as they probably would hoped it would.
Yeah. Although that's a bit of an awkward... They need blues, but if they don't get them, they're gonna... Yeah, if they don't get them...
Oh god.
Oh, bye-bye.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's what happens when you pillar, though. Like, you just cut off your space, and it's like, well, if you don't have anywhere to throw your pieces, then you just... You're gambling.
I agree with that. It's always kind of weird. It is like a weird metagame thought as well. Like when you're someone who learns like a form, like whether it's Prawn, Slug, or Midori,
Yeah.
everyone just like immediately learns GTR, and I'm wondering if like we just don't learn GTR, just learn another random ass form.
Just to like throw people off?
Kind of just like to say just adjust the game strat more, because I think the hard part when you play someone who just mains a form, but it's a secondary form for you, and it's kind of like my take with these secondary characters and fighting games. We're like, oh, if you main a secondary, you should main a top tier as your second character, and it's like, no, that's a terrible idea because everyone plays against the top tiers. Everyone knows how to play against GTR, and everyone knows how to play against the goddamn fighting game top tier.
Sure.
But when you main like a mid-level form, and then you pick up top tier as your secondary, it's just like, just pick up another secondary and try to keep them guessing. Because like, the guy building GTR every day of his life is gonna know what GTR looks like, right?
Sure.
So it's like a reading thing, because ultimately you're playing into like someone else's strategy in a way.
It's interesting. It's sort of like if you both play GTR, you are both allowing the other person to have an easy time reading. So like you sort of like prisoner's dilemma it, where you're like, oh, you both kind of like split it even. Where it's like, okay, I'm going to accept that I'm going to build a nice form, and you're going to build a nice form, and we're just going to find out who's better at this form. Whereas if you choose to build like a weird form as your main, the thing is, it makes them have a hard time, but you also make yourself have a hard time too, because there's less like familiarity in that space with how you can use that form effectively. That was insane.
Yeah. The attempt to extend it.
No
Oh my god, you
way.
make it. That's hilarious.
Basically, yeah, what Finn was saying. I think the problem is that people main a form, but they actually suck at it. And it's like, it's because they're not used to basically fundamentals of how to use other forms. They look at the form, they build it, and they go, hey, I know this form now, but it's like their tails are actually really bad, their second floor is really bad, but they don't have the resources to learn how to use that form effectively, because it's not as straightforward as GTR, because there are so many people who use it, right? It's really hard to learn by yourself, basically.
Oh, they put the on the wrong side. Oh
No.
god. Yeah, I guess there's also the weird part of like less niche forms. Like, is that form that you're playing like really good, or you're just like knowledge checking someone, right?
Yeah. But it's like,
The layers.
if your sole purpose is to knowledge check someone, it might work against people around your level, but the moment you get to higher level play where they're more used to seeing different forms, then it's just gonna like fall apart, right? So it's sort of a short-term plan, unless you can make it really effective.
Yeah. Like, this
Wow,
is, like,
that's a
okay
massive
to
commitment. Yeah, I think Nyan's main chain here is a smart move. Like, that's so much of a commitment.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way threes can make up enough resource without some really nice Q. Okay, well.
I don't think that works, it just powers.
That's pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. Bigger chance with Slug because it fits his habits better. That's true, I suck at GTR. I only do GTR because I know how to like make quick attacks on it. It's good for like farming people. Like, cause even the way like the transition, right, is like with 3 is if you do. I never feel like I saw that nearly as much with Nia on their GTR. Like not so many L shapes.
Yeah, no, they don't multiple stack very much. They just go kind of straight main chain. Whereas here, they seem to be more willing to use up like second floor resources. So it's a little weird.
Yeah, probably just comfort zone.
Yeah.
So I hate when. This is weird because I feel like the issue I have with people with Sullen where they're like, "Oops, it killed my key form, so now I can't extend it easily because I got rid of the one main colors." I feel like with God, I keep gonna pronounce his name.
Oh, you can just call it Mary.
Mary.
Yeah.
Is that not only could they not use yellow, green, but you also can't use the third color because it makes it so much split to get back up on my.
Yeah, generally you don't want to use the thing in this area because it makes it like... Oh no, hold on, they're like sort of... No, it's a very low multiple stack, like that's kind of nothing.
Mary's like very low.
Yeah, whereas
But
with...
like GTR like here it's fine.
GTR is low, but it's so flat that it doesn't matter if you use up this area. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but it's less like harming than with other forms, I think.
Yeah, it depends with Mary because like if they have same color in 1 and 3, then they have to always cut it to make it work. It needs to be like a blocker. And if you have 2 different colors, much easier. But when you have that same color, it's like, oh god, good luck.
Yeah. Well, okay. They can't set it off unless they get the double green. The blue cuts it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Has a lot of consistent 11s.
That's true, yeah. But it seems like it doesn't need to go much higher than that at the moment because 3 keeps putting themselves in like a weird position where they're trying to attack, but then they can't convert into main chain.
Yeah.
Marina Submarina just like going to start multi-stacking early. Yeah, that's true. And people who pick up the forms and don't know how to multiple stack already just like don't know how to make the chain efficiently because they're like, my chain is so tiny, and it's like, yeah, you got a multiple stack to make use of it because they're more.
God.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. They're more inherently U-shaped to begin with. Like you need to have good tailing knowledge, and you need to be able to multiple stack at least until like halfway up the board. Then you can start doing whatever. But like until that point, you need to be able to deal with U-shaped constructions.
Yeah. Mary just does not look like it is fun to try an S shape at all.
Nah, you just really can't.
It looks torturous. Yeah, it looks honestly torturous to try to figure out. I think you could probably reverse it, but at that point, you're just kind of going into what key form can I build easily to reverse that, and it does not look like it would tail easily. This is
What in the world?
weird because.
Huh?
Oh.
What? What?
Oh,
Huh?
that skipped, dude.
What? What? What just happened? Wait.
Was that you or was that the VOD?
Where? Okay, where were we?
Okay, right there, right there. Okay, right there. Stop. Just continue from here, because I think it skips around.
What the?
After a point.
Okay, that looks fine.
We definitely watched a good chunk of this.
I'm confused. I don't know where we were up to. I wasn't paying attention to the score.
We went back enough to where, like, I remember this round, and we're not that far behind. Yeah, because this happened.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. They just like main chain because they force 3 into this weird situation.
Yeah, and this was like the good response, and they just couldn't like finish off their chain into the greens, right? Yeah.
The glamorous younger sibling of GTR 4 chain, Mary 3 chain. Ooh, I bet. Yes, and this happens with like Fron as well. It's like, I don't know how to build Fron. And it's like, yeah, you built the Fron shape, but you don't understand anything else inherently about. Like, the thing is, and this is why I'm going to make that distinction in my tutorials about like, when you learn a fixed form, it's able to carry you because you can repeat the same pattern everywhere. Whereas with other forms, it's like, oh, I picked up this new form. And it's like, yes, you built the base of it, you built the foundation of it, but you don't understand how any of the rest of the construction works. And like, if you don't take the time to learn that, and you just try and blocking method it, then you may as well just be doing blocking method with like, I don't know, you have that base there, but it doesn't contribute anything, right?
So I feel about Nia's tail right now.
That's right, that's a massive explosion. Okay, I'm just gonna check where we are. We're at 28 minutes, just to be sure.
I can't believe Nia cut the feed. Prawn is actually the biggest Western bait to like. For people like, yeah, dude, I'm learning Fron. Like, no one in fucking US in Western learns Fron and then like does well with it.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean with like Nia's form too. Like, you see, that's like there's no real multi-stack. It's just like
no, this is straight
like,
main chain. Yes, exactly. The only way they can attack with this is if they just like keep their Puyo out, which is again very basic. Oh, but also like 3 also has the same issue here, so I guess this is a main chain battle. Like, by default, because they're both building this way, it becomes a main chain maximization battle. Oh, it does jump! Maybe the streamer, got, like, a tech issue or something.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like 3's chain was just much longer anyways. So it makes sense that he just won that. He's much more willing to do these transition too, like... Where he doesn't have any else, and he's just like, screw it, we build a stair.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's very straight chain with GTR, like, just goes pretty much into only main chain.
Oh, they did the bad blue conflict.
Unfortunately. Hello, Forever Flame.
I actually just made a comment about that to Rio dial like
Yeah.
very quickly about like maintaining spatial awareness because you will cut off options not only for your same colors but for your other colors, and then what do you know?
Yeah. I don't know, I appreciate the Western effort to like try and use other forms, but first of all we need to learn like why other forms exist and what the differences between them are, instead of just going, ooh, I built the shape, okay, now what? It's like, that is the same problem as me telling people not to build GTR, because it's just like, yeah, you built the L shape and the thing after it, and that's a 3-chain, guys. Like,
Now build the rest of the chain.
yeah, now that's what they're doing to themselves, unwittingly though. They are just saying to themselves, now just build the rest of the chain, instead of putting in the study to go, oh, Fron works because it creates a 1 height difference in column 3 into the tail, and you have to use that for the rest of your chain. It's like, okay, great. So no one identifies that.
Say not 11, Jesus. I think the issue with Thrawn, specifically in Western, is that it's a showboat form. No one builds Thrawn because like, oh, I want to get good with Thrawn. They build Thrawn because they want it to look cool, and
Yeah,
it's like the form that looks cool in English Puyo.
Yes.
Okay, now we're back to this.
Yeah, back to
It's
Mary.
kind of surprising because they're
Oh
surprising they're doing
no!
well in GTR.
Oh no! No reds to connect to the other side.
The classic rando form struggle of lose all clear.
Yes, it's true though. The all clear loss is so sad. But usually GTR loses it too, so to be honest, that was kind of lucky from 3. Oh my gosh. There's no way to connect that.
Oh?
They need 2 more yellows out there.
Yeah.
Oh, get it! No.
Then
None.
they split, yeah.
They got kind of trapped. Oh, actually, guys, this is a self brag shout out thing from the match the other day, my qualification match. I did the right side front, and the commentators were like, "I have no idea what she's building," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get it because it looked freeform basically." But then when I actually pointed it out that it was right side front, I was like, "Yeah, it was so cool. That was so sick." I built like a 12 chain with it or something. It was great. I'm very proud of it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I respect it. I notice when you do weird shit too. I watched you build sandwich.
Okay, you don't need to talk about that one. Look at how beautiful this multi-stack is, and that's the thing, like, if you use a form like Mary, you need to be doing this, and people don't know that. They just try and build like S shape and it goes over here, and it's like, well, this is diagonal, like, don't build diagonal chains. Balance your mansion.
It's so interesting because they built a multi-stack later into the Mary, but I never saw them really do it with GTR. I was like, well, okay.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? They just have a different build style.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe you actually survived that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
Oh, they might still be alive. I think this is a 5-chain. Well, this is why you build a 5-chain in push game.
Oh my god, they live in.
Wait, no, hold on. Okay, this is smart.
4?
This is smart.
Okay, I like this.
I appreciate this.
Okay, that was actually insane 2-column build in. Oh wait, does it matter though? Because there's a power 5
doesn't matter. Even. That's so funny. What a match.
Crazy. 3 actually kind of turned it up.
You know, absolutely embarrassing that I wasn't playing close to quickly LR front. So true. Go on, Riley.
I'm gonna say like it's kind of. I feel like 3 just needed time to turn on, and now I'm just like, how does Mary get back into this?
Yeah.
We saw some attempts from like the larger attacks on the 6-7s, but they felt more opportunistic so far rather than like intentional.
And now Nyan's back on the main chain grind, apparently.
We only play official challenge in this house.
But it's
fine. Actually one of their better main chains, like
it's,
Power 13.
It's 100k. That's pretty good.
That might be their best main chain we've seen from them.
But 3 is also just like very efficient. Maybe not quite enough, but let's see.
Ooh, power on the
good try.
Yeah, close. To be fair, I took playing like insane on the challenge just to even get to the 100k out of so many 11s we've seen.
Yeah.
So it's still like just an outlier. I hate 2-2 sandwich GTR.
But like we're seeing that 3 is more willing to build like the 2-piece GTR and stuff like this just to maintain high speed, which I respect. Like it's the sort of thing where if you get to a certain level, like you know what rules you're allowed to break. As long as you're like paying attention to the fact that you've built this and that it's easy to cut and all of the weaknesses of it, like you can still use these things, you just need to know why they're weak so that you can avoid like dying.
I just think it works against Nia because Nia can't chain higher than 12 consistently.
Oh.
Right, because how many times have we seen them build the 12 chain? They got covered here, they got spent so much resource, and it's like it's only a 7, and you look at 3 over here, and he's coming in like the kids next door, and he's just gonna take the round, right?
This is true. Yeah, it's so over for them.
Like, 3 is just better at knowing how many links they can get, and I feel like with Mary, they know their max chain length, but I feel like they're trying to make up for it by adding additional links specifically on the key form, right? Because on their Mary links, they're all like 5 to 7 Puyos on each link, which is a lot of like mid-chain damage, to be fair. But the issue is it's mid-chain damage and not the later half.
It doesn't score enough.
Wow. I think that's probably where the struggle is going to be for them, right? Is like they have to figure out how to make it work. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking alive, I think.
Oh, this is awful for them. That's so awkward. That's like the worst thing, having like a hole in a column.
Yeah.
Because then when 2 garbage goes in, it's like, okay, this is impossible to dig now.
We have to free Nia. Oh, 3's situation is kind of awkward. Okay, there we go.
They got their piece, yeah. If no one's waiting for early attacks, like, that build is okay, but it's like, it's scary.
Yeah, it just feels bad when it happens, so you know he did it because he didn't want to split or something. And then the game was like, no pieces.
Wait.
Okay.
Ooh, did they misdrop? Was that... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that wasn't right.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't know what happened to Nia.
I feel like 3's like smaller attacks are just hitting basically every time. Like Nya doesn't have responses to these small like 1 or 2 chain pokes, and that usually forces them to main chain because they just get caught. And it's like, okay, well, bye.
And then they can't extend because they build like these counterforms like this. And
yeah.
It's really hard to do anything with it.
Oh my gosh, they're breaking their chain.
Oh, I mean, technically, it leaves itself pretty flat, so not the worst break is just not gonna help them.
Well, let's see if they can actually win this. That purple is bad. That purple is going to...
They're probably screwed. Oh, it's over.
Even the commentators are... Well, actually, the tail works now that they got the, like, 1/8 piece to clear the purple. Maybe they're fine. Okay, never mind.
No. You need the follow-up too. There's no way, man. It's a massacre.
Yeah, they're getting destroyed.
I wonder if Mary should just try to... Or sorry, yeah, should just try to force more scrambles like the start of the set.
Yeah,
it was like
maybe.
50-50 on round trades.
Yeah,
but at least it was 50-50 compared to what's happening right now.
It's true. Oh, back to the Mary.
Yeah, but see, that's also an issue, because now if they even try to attack before going down to their keyform, they have to be so careful on these reds. They're so easily cuttable.
And you can see 3 has like just the whole very simple, oh, keep Puyo out, but it's fine because it's GTR.
That's all he has to do, because Mary hasn't attacked him a single fucking time.
Oh my gosh. Bye bye.
Dude, if Mary reviews the set, okay, this broke.
The red blue. Good smart decision. Oh, not good smart. Never mind.
Oh, it feels bad.
I would have made the same mistake.
This is weird because 3 also didn't need to do that much. He probably could have just done it
Yeah.
sooner. Realistic cut.
I think it's just that confidence sometimes gets to your head in the set, and you're like, oh, I'm doing fine. I can just like go for the extension, and then you're like not reading your cut because you're like, oh, I'm so smart for the extension. No. Ooh, that's a
true. And to be fair, like he can do that because like 3 is so far ahead.
yeah.
Oh, dude, 3 is getting kind of weird with it. I like it.
Kinda had to.
Oh, we got sub from actually. I was
Okay.
surprised.
Good response. Those pillars could be used to like defend potentially, but otherwise it's just locked into main chain, and like you said, it's power on links that are not very far into the chain, so it's kind of weak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
And
good.
then, again, go right to main, but he's having trouble actually with his okay.
Those purples don't work.
Is it
Yeah,
over?
they just had like that purple conflict in column 5. It was very bad.
GTR player built something other than GTR. Impossible challenge.
No.
Ouch. That sucked for them.
Yeah. Good for Nyan.
And I figured would probably have a little bit easier time in the all clear round because they got a good chunk of like free-forminess to them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't think it'll make up everything that's happened.
They're built to attack now. Okay, goes for it.
Oh my!
I think that's good time to
Yo.
attack.
I think so too, and it's the fact that they even attacked at all, which is like really nice.
Yeah, that's probably more so what my comment is, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I don't think they expected it to be that much though. Wait. Oh,
This is like
huh?
huge 6, like 7 back. What the fuck? That was crazy decision. I mean, it works.
Wanted the green.
Close.
They would have had like an 8 or something. That would have been really good.
I think a little too committal on like specifically the column 1 because that requires so much splitting.
Yeah. And Moushica, so true, you know. What the? Did they misstrap? Or did they just like...
Maybe.
Are they just willing to go for the weirdness again? I'm not sure.
They just saw the lack of reds in Q and were like, okay, I just need to divert something better.
I respect the 2-chain attempt, because like, their GTR's in a bad spot, but if they don't respond now... Oh no, they followed up. Okay, okay. This is more good punish.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they got the GTR fix in just in time.
Well, they can't main chain. Oh, now they... Wait.
Well,
oh, depends.
3's... Yeah, but 3's issue's never been like, he can't main chain. It's more like, well, he just decide to main chain, right? It's been most of the set.
I guess so, but I don't know. If Nyan can finally force like a main chain out, like a small main chain out from 3, then they should be able to win, because we've seen that if they get time, like, Nyan can do good main chain. Okay, well, I don't mean to send it off now, come on.
And they did pretty well this round keeping the fight up.
They did, but then they sent main too early, I think.
Oh my god, they're gonna go for it? They're insane.
That was smart. Yeah, I don't know. I think they have a bad habit of just firing a little too early. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, I can't read, guys.
3 overcommitted.
Oops. Never mind. This is why Nyan is... No, actually, I don't know if they won this set or not. I was going to be like, oh, this is why they qualified, and I didn't. It's like, no, I don't know that for sure. Actually, it looks like they're going to lose, so maybe I shouldn't say something.
Oh yeah, because they did win their pool to get out of this. I forgot.
Yeah, they got to win this match to fight the person who I lost to, Yamiyu.
Oh, this GTR is kind of sussy baka from
This is so
like
sus.
this tail. There's
Everything...
no purple actually to make that work.
There's nothing! So they want to blow stuff up.
It's a good tag.
Good. Good. They make good use of that one garbage in column 2 being like a killer.
Yeah,
smart.
That is beautiful.
Good play.
Yeah, they got 3 to end that too, because 3 had looked over, saw Spooper and working, probably would be like, wait, they could just go.
Yeah. Oh.
Puyo.
No gambling there with double clear.
Fair. I mean, probably pretty reasonable at this point in time. Okay, no. No main chain lock-in.
Oh my gosh, why is this so big? And like we've talked about, it goes all the way down here, which I don't know if that's recoverable.
It's gonna be tough. I think you need a good queue here. I think you need the game to be really nice. Oh my god, actually gonna use the yellows to extend your psychopath?
Yeah, that's way too committal.
Especially on like same color you need for your like trigger. I think you're better off just looking for the red blue, even if it looks less likely.
Yeah, I think that makes sense too.
This streamer's internet is dying.
Bit unfortunate.
This is really high for 3, but I guess not much of a choice because of the purples. Rock.
Oh, thinking about it, but then sees like Nyan's got a massive explosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that they
defense.
wait.
Oh, you go.
I was gonna say I really like that they wait for Nia specifically to commit to see if they were looking before even thinking about that Thorn. Like, this is good to like wait out.
Yes, 100%. I mean, this time around they just fell behind in resources, but it's the sort of thing that at least they didn't die to the fact that they sent like a 2-chain and got like massive 2-chain in return, because it's so easy to like go, oh, I have this thing available, I want to use it. It's like, no, look over at your opponent's board first.
Yeah. You need to proceed more attacks too from Nia to like kind of try and force the situations.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if it'll be one of those play habits where it's like, okay, my attacks are working, but now I'm gonna stop doing that and go back to what I like doing.
Yeah.
But
Okay, there.
Seem like it.
If they main chain now, they're good. Good play. I think at least, because that's so much garbage to dig through. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fantastic.
Oh wait, the tail save hoggers? Just kidding. Rock. Feels bad.
Okay, that was good attacking again.
Yeah, this is peak, honestly. As long as you just keep it up, you have a very good chance. It seems like 3's starting to struggle now with the way he's building, because, to be fair, right, Nia hasn't built any attacks, so now he's like, gotta play a bit more careful, which, you know, we're right back to the L shapes, right? The forms that can attack very nicely. Okay, not main, which is good.
Okay.
Holy,
That was massive.
a large ender. Okay, can you make it down?
Nah. So over.
Yeah. Well, the point gap has shrunken at least a tiny bit. It's still
Yeah.
a lot, but like 5 is not the most unmanageable.
Yeah, it's better than it was before.
It was really potentially pretty aggressive here from Nia.
I think it's just like a good stable shape. Like, it can be main chain, but it can also be... Yeah, great, uses the tail. So now they still have the front of their chain to attack with if they feel like it. Decides to go for it, yeah.
It's like easy to extend again.
Oh my gosh, 3 is blowing up their chain.
It might pay off. Oh wait, the blue comes just in time finally. I think they might have fixed it actually.
Oh dear, that's actually not that good of a chain. Because they didn't have a tail. Oh wait.
Oh, did it cut? Oh no, we're good.
Wait, huh? Did they...
Oh, they misdraw. That's a shame because they did such a good job of like forcing out the 3 like resources.
Yeah.
At least it is playing like much cleaner on this back half.
Yeah, I think they also needed to just like get warm.
We did decompress a bit after some of the super clean chains from 3.
Yeah. Ooh, see, yeah, the small chains are what 3 was using earlier in the set to like get advantage, and it seems like it's working again. So if they lean into it, that might be the way that they can claim victory.
Yeah, because they don't need to like do anything too crazy. They only need to just secure a couple rounds
That's right.
versus 11 rounds for Meow to play out of their mind.
Yeah.
No biggie.
さあ3選手側はこのまま一気に突き放してそのまま行きたい。
I kind of what Meow's doing, like for the potential damage. Okay, never mind. Push himself into the whatever the hell this was.
This is easy response for
time?
3 because they just had like a huge 4 chain available. So that's Yan's fault for like prompting that exchange, I think.
Like there? Sure, it's actually kind of awkward to extend off of. So you have to like fill in with like a purple and then a third color. Okay, that works too.
This is
There's
both
no-
of them.
I actually might have taken that just to make it easier to re-extend. Okay.
Okay, forces main.
But now you lose such power on this extension if you don't find a way to like
Wait.
make that double
Wait.
later. Oh.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was good. That was really so important too, because now what this like double power pop is on the 6.
Oh, 7.
Oh, 7.
That's good.
Really...
Oh no, the purple. Oh, but it's good. Wait. Oh.
Oh, still no?
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. 3 just needed a moment longer. That was lucky.
Damn, that power actually saved it. Still, even.
Literally.
さあとはいえ現実としては6本差は厳しい。普通に厳しい。
Oh my god, this lack of yellows is kind of disgusting. It's
Yeah.
making it so awkward for 3 actually.
Yeah. That's the worst. Oh my gosh, what is 3 doing? I feel like Nyan got like free main chain access this game.
Yeah, and to be fair, part of it just came from like the lack of yellows, so he couldn't commit anything to his tail that entire early game.
Oh boy.
So then he just like got super far behind the average go next round.
Good catch from Nyan to like use up those like upper board resources in response. When you have resource advantage, you can afford to
Yeah.
use those resources to get advantage.
When you have advantage, you can get more advantage.
Wow, that's crazy!
Thank you, Yoshi. For talkers.
Hey, it's a mistake that even I still make.
That's true. It's okay. Sandwich is Pog. So I just think it's so funny because we talked so much shit about Sandwich and like, dude, this build is Sandwich is ass, and then Karma like found you.
Thinking back at it, I guess if I make that misdrop in the future, I should try and just do a right to left build and make that like my
That's what I
tail or
was
something.
Dude, that's honestly what I was expecting you to do, which is why I was so surprised I saw Sandwich.
Ah, that requires so much. Riley, I have to think in the moment. Oh, I made that misdrop. I'm going to go right to left now. Like that's insane. Who thinks like that?
I fear that would be, God, I talk about how much I think Sandwich fucking sucks. I either have to build Sandwich or something else. I might as well build something else. Dude, I have no clue what Nya was building there, but I think it works, and I think that's kind of insane. Okay, never mind. On the wrong side for red and yellow. I don't even think it was enough.
Uh-oh. They're doing the like Puyo hang thinking time.
Yeah.
しっかりとね、連鎖日側のお邪魔をね、消して発掘するのに成功しましたね。
Which one?
Compared to Sandwich, gross.
さあ、3.20GTR、ニャンキチ選手、メリド台。さあ、27対20。
Oh, 3 has an early attack this
ニ
time.
ャンキチ選手、
Yeah.
Hasn't
Small but
decided to use
effective
it.
Hellfire.
I'm surprised they didn't because
Me?
Nyan's board shape is so awkward. Okay, well.
You're just waiting for Nya to overcommit, but double purple makes that safe. and now
Yeah,
we're going
the
full.
double purple.
Oh, maybe they were waiting for Nya to commit to that, so that way they can just keep extending.
Could be,
You know,
yeah.
Nya's been so committal on the keyform stuff.
Okay, that feels
From
like a
the
fair
keyboard,
game
yeah.
plan.
I think it worked, even though he lost the yellows. Like, this should still be pretty much enough.
さあ、ニャンキチ
Wait, insane link? I don't think it's gonna be near enough.
Yeah. Wow, no yellows. Bye bye. Look at all the non-yellows.
I did like the blue, like, pop from, yeah, that was like a spicy fix.
Yeah. Wow, a clear game this late is kind of like, oog.
That always tilts me, actually. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of tilted by that. I'm like, I hate all
Oh,
clear rounds,
okay.
like, give me that.
Nice and even.
Yeah, I think this favors 3 more though. I think his build is overall cleaner.
Unless Yan decides to attack now. Oh, okay.
Reasonable. Easy
Good.
purple fix too. Okay. Nothing bad ever happens in GTR land.
I don't know why they decided to go for that 3 chain. That just gives 3 free reset time.
Yeah, but it's kind of awkward to extend that for 3 side though. Like the yellow.
They do
was
need
kind
a
in the
lot of
way,
yellow.
no
Oh,
reds.
well, okay, well, they're dead. Unless...
Yeah, they just...
Wait.
Wait, the reverse?
Oh,
Yeah,
they
that's
tried.
insane with
They
it.
tried.
Okay, respect it. That's what I can appreciate about like high-level players. Like they know when they see that, like, okay, there's just no way in hell I'm ever getting back to my main chain. Like I just have to build something else.
Yeah, like rerouting it.
Yeah. Very hard to do that in the moment. So that you can
Yes.
actually just like pivot like that is pretty impressive, even if it didn't work out.
Definitely. They're just going back to main chain land?
Maybe. Hey, 3 is looking for an attack because he wants to clean up his tail.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh,
whoops.
they caught the fact that Nyan's chain was like, again, it's because they're punishing these like, oh, I only left my key Puyo out. That's the only way I can attack with this style. Like, if you do that, then you're committing too much after a certain point.
Oh my god, wow, I
Just.
traded back just in time.
Oh,
Punished. Oh my god. Should have built a
Jeez.
little bit more on that 3.
That's spicy.
Hey, to be fair, there was time. It was
Oh
like
my
a 7
gosh.
chain attack.
Another one.
Oh my god, the GTR setup, it's real. Yeah, actually, I kind of sucks for 3 because I'm like, what the hell is he built in?
It's like sort of submarine, I guess, right? I think it's like really delayed.
What the hell is this? And then yeah, just like, I'm gonna build GTR. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
It probably would feel really bad actually if they had lost this round, given that
Yeah, this should be
we just did
those.
not build anything cohesive. Now you need red on top, double blue with purples. Don't you put the double purples to activate your chain? Like, come on, man. You're asking for trouble.
Okay, 3's trying to just like provoke a lot to like make sure that Nyan doesn't have easy main chain, but oh, what are they doing? They're freezing up too much.
And there was a bait if they even wanted to like send that.
I think they have
I think
to.
we're gonna send the screen.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
3 shape.
there's no way.
They should be that winner.
Yeah, there's just no good way for 3 to like I think fix that because he got the perfect cue to set the blue, red, double purple, but I think he knew if he committed to that, like, you know, I was just gonna immediately outchain him anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually such a high build from 3. It's probably the highest I've seen him build.
Yeah.
One hot second.
Ooh, wow, geez, committal much, jeez.
Maybe knowing that it's very hard to extend that on 3 side is like, you know what? F it, we ball.
Mm.
Ooh, wow.
Is it enough?
It's gonna be close, but 3 has so much resource. So you should like trade back and then some.
Wow, okay.
I don't think we're making it out of this one, boy.
That was... that was weird.
Yeah, I like the attack, just not a good time to do it.
It's too early to be building a 5-chain attack. Because you have to make up all of those resources.
Yeah.
And like they did, but you have to make them up and more, because otherwise the opponent just second chains you.
Yeah, but then you just like feel even worse, you know, it's got second chain, I guess. Oh? So pokey?
Ooh, okay, that's a nice response from Leon.
Yeah, that's a really strong 3.
Okay, small pokes again. Good disruption.
Yeah, though I think the Opti Tank might bite them because they just couldn't like defend, so they
Wait,
got
hold on.
forced
Does
into
that?
this main.
Ooh,
Wait, is that
ooh,
actually
that's a
main?
good
Oh my
one.
god.
That's a good one. I was
got
like,
baited.
did I read that
Damn.
correctly? But I didn't say anything because I was like, I'm trying to read it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez, nasty.
Yeah, 29, 25 is pretty good though.
Yeah, they made up a lot of that deficit they had earlier in the game. So, good work.
It seems a little awkward to attack and defend with.
Oh jeez, it's main chain time from Yan again.
Or is it? Because they 2-poke this time.
Okay. Is 3 like... No, 3 is saying it's main chain. No, they're gonna attack. Ooh, good attack. Oh, good
Oh,
attack.
that's a dead. Damn.
Wow. Nice. That's really good, like, upper board space views. Like, Fenno's been talking about this with me as well, but, like, even though you're at the top of the board, you can still make, like, a 3-chain. And if you do, then your opponent, who's in the same spot, is likely not going to be ready.
Yeah, that was just rough for, yeah. It's weird, the opening was, like, so scrappy. I mean, when you compare like the rest of the set, like the first like 7 rounds were them just like inting at each other with like aggressive attacks,
just like
and then it's like
50-50s.
stop.
I wonder why.
I feel like that was scouting. I think that was scouting. After looking at the rest of that
I guess
set,
so.
I do feel like
GG.
GG's. I do think 3 had the better overall efficiency.
The builds felt more fluid, yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think on how I felt like the average chain damage was. And it wasn't like bad for me by any means. Like, it was still hitting that 60-70. But 3 just hit 80, like 90, I felt like just so much more.
Yeah, a lot more easily.
Like a lot more 13 like length versus like the 11s, the 12s. I don't know, I never felt like I had a moment where I was like, wow, yeah, hit at 14. I don't think we actually saw one.
No, the most we saw was 100k. In fact, like, we didn't see that many rounds that hit 100k. It might have just been the one from Yan, but most of their chains were like... We did pick up on, like, they were firing main a bit early a lot of the time, so they did have that issue.
Yeah, the key Puyo habit too.
Yes,
just leave it out, hope they don't attack me.
Yeah. And then it's like 7-chain attack, 8-chain main chain, and it's like, that's not enough. Okay, yeah, wow. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's like they're always kind of weird because I feel like the things I usually like to take away from the Japanese sets like are typically decision making, and that one was very straightforward. It felt like in terms of decision making, right? It was 3 realized, yeah, was just leaving out keep Puyo. It's like, okay, small poke, you went full. I just extend for free.
Yeah.
Then finally started attacking. And then did the thing that every player does, where they forgot the strategy that was helping them win. And then it was like, shit. And then they lost.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess it's good guidance for, I was just gonna quickly say, for, like, Western players who feel like, oh, I can't keep up with people's mid-game attacks anymore, like, they're so big. Like, people are saying that to me a lot, but it's like, you guys should try, like, 1-2 chaining me and see how I feel, because I might not actually be happy about that, and you could just win. So, I don't know, there's advice for other Western top players at the moment, potentially.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a good set for some of the mid and lower level players to watch because I think it shows like even at this high level, even just like simple decision making goes a long way.
Yes, I agree.
Because I feel like mid-level players in general in the US and even in the English scene and overall, how do I want to describe this? Is like they will look at their own gameplay and make assumptions on what high-level Japanese players are doing.
Yes.
And then you go and actually watch them, and some of them are just like, fucking no, dude, I just built that shit.
Yeah.
And there are levels to it, right? Some Japanese players are very methodical in how they do their decision makings, but then you have like some sets like this where like it just can be so that simple.
Yes, that's right.
And I feel like it's a good example. Like you can have simple game plans sometimes. Like you don't always have to be like super crazy in depth and know all these crazy forms. Sometimes
Yes,
it's just
that's
as simple
right.
as my opponent has like this one really bad habit, and I don't need to change anything until they stop doing said bad habit.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I think players like Wiz and Neru typically fall into this behavior. Neru in the sense of just a lot of strategies that it likes to do, but I feel like struggles to make them cohesive.
Yes.
And then Wiz, I think, is on the other side of it where I think he has fewer strategies, but he doesn't adapt to them based on the scenario
Yes.
as much as he just does whatever he thinks is right in the moment, but does not have a reason for like why that is right.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like a depth of understanding missing for a lot of these players, I think.
Yes. It's very hard to because sometimes players like when you talk with other players overseas, I think you always have to take anyone if you are not speaking the same native language with a grain of salt. And it probably sounds really fucking weird. But the reason I say that, because actually a good example because of this is with Tom actually. Because Tom was asking for English commentary advice. And he has the same thing I actually have to learn with Korean, where English does not have good, specific end-all terms.
Yes.
Right? Everything has to be fucking explained. It kind of sucks ass, actually. But, when Tom was talking, and Korean does this too, there are specific words for specific scenarios that you can just use. And you can just use that one word and everyone just knows what it means.
Yeah.
And so when I feel like Tom explains stuff, I have to remember like this is very specific advice compared to like even when I talk with English players, I'm like, my grain of salt there is they could be talking more broadly because you kind of have to talk more broadly with English. And so I think that when you take information from people from different regions, you kind of have to remember that to a degree. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, because not everything translates one to one.
Yes, that's true. It's like there's always going to be a bit of interpretation that happens between two people who communicate, and I think it's very easy, especially online, to text each other and go, okay, I understood what the other person was saying, that's good, I'm taking that advice and going to apply it. And it's like, actually, what the first person said and what the second person interpreted it as is two completely different things, and maybe they are both good things and maybe they are both bad things. So it's like, you really want to I think one of the things that the community could learn to work on, it's nice that they're engaging conversation in the first place now. That is a step up from where we used to be, where people just didn't talk about the game with each other. But nowadays people are, but there's a bit of a learning arc that needs to happen where it's, let's engage with each other more deeply and actually learn to understand each other, even if our terms are a little flimsy, right? Like, if we are using broad terminology, let's try and narrow it down by actually, like, continuing to expand our ideas so that I know what you are telling me. And I think that's one of the points I tend to make when I'm talking to people about strategy discussion, like with you or like Finno recently especially. I'm like, hey, I've rephrased this thing, is this like what you're trying to convey? And then we go from there. Like, you want to clarify that you understand the other person before you shoot back a response. Otherwise, you might be responding to something that they never said. That's my stance on it.
Yeah, I feel that, and that's why when I said Somali, if you're going to commentate English, you have to be ready to pick what you want to explain.
Yes.
Because there is not terms there.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it kind of just depends like what Tom wants to do, right? Because it's like he doesn't have to give a single shit about my opinion at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
He just like be like, you know, I don't give a fuck what this guy's saying. I'm gonna commentate whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things on both sides, right? It's just like you have to pick and choose what you want.
Mm.
And I actually think this goes into another kind of like learning topic for players, into which like from this set alone, right? There is no way to judge what the average skill level of 3 Enya is, right?
Yes.
However, for English players that we all play together a lot, right? When you play someone together a lot, people always talk about, I did well against this player today. I think there is one question they never ask themselves, and it's, do I think that player I played against played well today?
Yeah.
As well.
Ooh, Funa's probably getting a kick out of this one too. Am I right?
Yeah, because that's like my biggest gripe, I think. Because I'm not gonna say names because I think it'd be rude.
It's respect.
But I do lurk a shit ton of the Puyo players' personal streams because I will be like studying gameplay every now and again. I haven't done it too often recently.
Yeah.
But there is a huge amount of, dude, I just played really well this set.
Yeah.
And that's it. They only focus on the set. They don't think about like, did this player play well today? Right? Like, because I played a set actually against LAO recently. And I felt like they played at their average, but I played worse. And so like I have to think about that, like I played worse on my average. Like, do I need to change up my game plan, or like how good is it?
Yeah.
Whereas in LAO, I have to think about like because he's pretty good, I think, at like reviewing his stuff. I think because I know he doesn't stream, so which is why I'm using him as the example.
Sure.
Because I have no way to confirm any biases. But for him, he probably has to think, you know, okay, I won this set against Riley, but do I think I won it because of I just played better at the time? Or is there like another reason? And it can be very hard to kind of start that loop. It kind of goes into like, you have to think about your other past sets, and if you don't review your past sets that often, it's very easy to just be like, I just played better, right? But not put in the context.
Yeah. It's... Again, it's just like learning to think deeply about the game, right? Like, yeah, what Fresh was just saying, a win is good, but you can always learn. Like, great, you did, maybe you did well, maybe. First of all, that's the first question you need to ask yourself. Did you actually play well? And the second thing is, okay, why do you think you played well? Because most people, the moment you answer that question, the immediate thought is going to be, oh, because of look at my score. And it's like, guys, how do you get your score? And then it's like, oh no, you actually have to analyze your replays.
Yeah, I guess the best example of that for like is when I played Wiz twice in turn, right? I played him once at Bug Nanza, and we both played like ass, right? People watch that shit and they're like, wow, that was ass.
Yeah.
But because I won it, it's like, oh, I could just look at him like, oh, I won. I must have just played better.
Yeah.
When really, it's like, no, we just played both terribly. If you were to compare that to the next set after, where the play from both of us was much cleaner, but my game plan was like just having better on that day.
Yeah.
And there are like two very different stories to take away from that.
Yes, 100%.
And so like that's why like I always try to and how to drive it back into the review, like even with 3 and I take the set with a very big grain of salt because it's one set. I don't know if this is the usual skill level. Like maybe it's actually much better with that form than they were in this match because they still won their pool, so it's clearly something is there.
That's right. Yeah, like you have to remember that all of these guys placed well in their pool. I mean, they lost to one person because they're second, but like they still beat the other people in their pool. So Mm.
And they're still like in A League, so clearly
Yes,
something
yes.
here has happened.
Yeah, that's right. Very interesting.
And it's just, yeah, it's the life of trying to add up all that context. It's just hard, and it takes a lot of mental thought that I don't think English players are doing enough of. But part of it is I don't know how many of them are actually ready versus how much of them just aren't doing it because they don't know to do it.
I think that's the biggest barrier here. Like, a lot of these players are just underdeveloped in, I guess you would call this, and the thing is, I don't like to jump to generalizations much because actually I'm not someone who has broadened horizons with this, but people who aren't that well developed in competitive gaming, right? Because any sort of competition like this relies on so many factors that are external to your own performance, that if you don't bring them under consideration, you can start, your perception of self becomes very skewed. So if no one teaches them those skills, they'll just repeat their habits and not learn anything for a long time.
Yeah, and then it just was that cycle once again of you have to just learn it, right? You have to, someone has to tell you, and then you have to be willing to listen to that,
Guys,
and then you have to be willing to actually do it.
maybe I should probably put together that podcast so we can actually do these things. This is the sort of talks I want to have on that podcast, guys. If you are not seeing the vision yet, this is what I meant. But I just haven't. Maybe sometime soon. This is slightly off topic. I'm wondering if I should dedicate time to that instead of the tutorials for a bit, because I know that Void's been busy, so I don't know if I should put more tutorial work in right now, because we currently have a 2-video backlog on editing side. So even if I put together the videos now, it'll be a while before they get edited. Unless we can find another editor. If any of you guys know another editor, anywhere, even if I have to pay them, I will pay for my tutorials to get made. Guys, we need those videos out, please. But I'm wondering if I should dedicate time to setting up the podcast instead.
I do know an editor. He's actually in my Discord. He was talking about it, so I can probably just fucking DM him and see if he's available.
That might be it, because I tried asking in like the Puyo community, and like no one responded to me. I was like, okay, I guess no one. No one wants to do this.
Dude, these kids are too busy writing the lore of their Puyo fanfiction.
Something
they don't
like
have no time for editing.
Yeah.
But what you gotta do is you gotta find someone in a big community. Be like, hey, does any Pokemon editor want to work on a video that you don't have to think about? And they're like, perfect. There's so many Pokemon editors.
Yeah.
And then you tell them it's Puyo. They're like, oh, you don't have to know anything about the game. I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yes, literally. My instructions are pretty good, I think.
But when it comes to like the podcast itself, I think that'll be interesting. But also maybe tilting depending on like who I'm listening to. If I just think their opinion is wrong.
Don't worry, I'll be very good at putting
podcast.
things together. I will be very. I think I know people dynamics pretty well now. I've been in the community for a long time, so I'll be very, very careful with it.
If Yoshi's first podcast is me and Hiku, I mean, we both agree on what forms we like.
No. I'll make it about the ranking system.
Yoshi really just. Oh, he's so fucked. That actually would be fucked up if you were just like, okay, we're gonna look at the rankings and we're gonna feel how we personally would rate players. And I just be like, I think everyone below 2.2 is ass. It doesn't matter. And then he could be like, they play for that spot. I'm like, she has been dead for 5 years. Who the fuck knows where he is at?
I should pull a Tom, go into your chat, be like, hey guys, can you jump in a voice call with me and just be like, do you want to rank all of the Western players right now?
Dude, that'd be so fucking funny, actually.
I could be so rogue.
I have made some jokes because I'm like, because I've been learning Korean, right? People are like, oh, you're gonna talk to any of the Puyo players, or I don't think that's cool. Like, they can speak Korean. I'm like, no, like, I don't think Villanor gives a shit if I know Korean. I don't think he gives a fuck, honestly. Like, why would he care? Like, why would Sunrun care either? Like, it's probably like, oh, cool, he speaks it, like, but it's not like, oh my god, dude, you're so cool. Let me like shake your hand. Let me like come over to your house.
I don't know. The JP players are like that, so I don't know if the Korean players are like that, but maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. I never asked because I'm not like gonna be like, hey, villain, Remember that one set we played? I know Korean now. Like, what?
At the very least, maybe you could learn about. Well, once you get proficient enough, you could probably like start exploring their strategy discussion, because that's something that we haven't been able to penetrate in overseas communities a lot. Because, for example, we're only just getting Tom's perspective when like Aklev and I did that one conversation with Tom, and we learned a lot of stuff that we didn't have access to before. So I don't know, maybe you could scope that out if you felt like it.
And I probably would at some point, like just to practice.
Yeah.
Because I'm learning plain form Korean at the moment, or I just started getting to the lesson like last night.
Right.
And plain form is good for like writing,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah.
like newspapers, blogs,
Nice.
like all that. So like if anyone had like wrote up just some random thing, in like plain form, like just like Puyo, like some guy wrote his notes. I could maybe read that.
Yes.
It would just take me time because I'm fucking stupid. But when we get there, we would get there.
Yes, we'll get there. Oh, B1 Bun, you're very welcome. I hope your TGM stream went well yesterday. Alright, I'm just gonna catch up on chat, unless you have any other thoughts first.
I think I'm good for main thoughts. I can probably do one more set.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see here. Western player don't fail execution challenge. There's also that, like, complex game plan, but then they have no idea how to execute. And it's like, you need to work on your fundies first. We need to work on your fundamentals, please. So that's a thing.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite when I like do new fundy strats and people like, right, why you building so weird? Like, bitch, I'm fucking learning right now. Relax.
This is like, I respect Kupri so much for like going back and like going, hey, I need to actually like learn basics with like GTR. So I feel like he's one of the players who's definitely like taken this advice on and actually actively trying to like learn more fundamental skills in this game. So that's good. We have rays of hope.
It was very fun reviewing sets with him. He's very quiet, but like he is a good individual to talk to.
I'm hoping I'm waiting for that DM back from him sometime when he's ready. Let's see.
It's not poking, just like grab him by the tail and just like, you're coming with me now.
Maybe I will. I was gonna wait for him to do all his OU matches, but I guess that should be over by now, so maybe I'll poke him again. Yeah.
Like, no excuses anymore.
Finner, basic listening skills. See, I would say that, but I wanted to phrase everything in terms of the game because I don't want to refer to people's social behavior, but now that you brought it up, look, a lot of these guys are kids or younger, or maybe they're not like so developed in social skills, and I respect that, and I want to help people learn and grow in that space too. Why do you think I'm a teacher? But yeah, like, basically it comes down to basic listening skills, which people are just inexperienced at, and that's fine. But we just need to like be able to teach more people about how to like communicate in general, and then yeah, they'll be better at communicating about the game as well, right? Just you know what I'm getting at this whole time. You always do. You're in my brain. But
I mean, when you think about like the amount of players who are willing to listen, I think there is a good handful. Like, but then you have the player. Okay, this is gonna sound really mean. But then you have the players who are willing to listen, but also can provide useful information. I hate to say it, there are some players I do appreciate they give advice, and I will never stop players from like saying stuff like what they think is right or like in the game. But every now and again, this is not. I'll look at this mainly in like English Puyo or like something on Twitter. That's essentially because I think essentially people are a lot better about like formulating thoughts.
Yes.
But every now and again, I'll just see a player be like, "I need help building an L shape," and some player will be like, "This is how you do it," and they'll like Puyo Nexus Sim, the most perfect RNGQ, and like that's not.
That's yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in my take there is I think when players want to give advice, right, wrong, also true, but because they want to be right. That's like the big thing when anyone talks about Puyo is people like are afraid because like it's like big thing they don't want to get called out or called wrong.
Yeah.
And people aren't willing to give what I call like sloppy examples or like crude. The biggest example I can think of off the top of my head is literally what I just did with Rio Dial, where with a chain where like I built like in Puyo a very like inefficient chain, but it was off like an awkward queue situation. And sometimes that is the solution for that specific scenario. You can't always just be like reset go perfect. Sometimes you have to be like, this is still kind of technically wrong, but it's the most right you can get with it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, at that point it's like about dissecting nuance and being like, this is awkward, but like let's talk about why we had to make it an awkward situation. And then also check if there's alternatives, because usually there's another way around it. Yeah. It's not just, hey,
Yeah.
this form doesn't look perfect, it's wrong. It's like, okay, that's just silly. Like, this is a bad expectation.
You built wrong. Fuck, just uninstall the game.
This is why we have to hold Riley back when he's... No, you're really great at giving advice, actually. So I shouldn't say that.
Me and Ascension, I'm like very, I put on the suit, I put on
Yes,
the tie.
you
like,
are. You are
okay,
so
here we
well
go.
controlled.
Then people will go to my stream like, dude, is this the same
This
guy?
guy is so toxic. Yes, no, so true.
I'll be saying some random stuff on my stream, and people like, this is the guy who's coaching Yoshi.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
This guy who loaded up his stream said, "This guy's Bill's ass. I would have won," and then ended his stream.
Yep, that's it. The end. Thanks, Riley. Very cool.
Thank you.
Let's see. Freshwater says maybe English comms aren't as well developed. Yes, we're having a bit of background talk with people about like developing commentary skills and things like that. So, it is a work in progress at the moment, though. I will say that we are actively considering feedback and helping each other grow and get better. So, at the very least, that isn't something that's being neglected right now. So,
I think it's
thumbs up.
hard, actually, for that dynamic because I don't have access to every Ascension channel, so I don't know if there's like a staff chat thing or a helper chat at all. So I'm going to assume there's like mainly DM thing, unless you can confirm or deny otherwise.
It's, I mean, like our conversation, Riley, for example. Yeah, okay. DMs so like mainly, like I'm saying. Yeah,
mainly DMs, yeah. Because I think the issue with that is like when we tried back with Advent League to get better commentary, the amount of people who are willing to actually practice comm was like 0 at the time.
Yeah.
Granted, most of them have like stopped trying. And we have another set of rotation and commentators. I think the biggest difference, honestly, is Kyobi is no longer in that rotation.
Yeah.
And I think this does two things. Because there's like a couple different factors. One, with commentators, everyone's going to have their own style.
Yes.
And so you need to be able to develop that.
Right.
I think with Kyobi around, a lot of people want to mimic Kyobi's style because it was the easier of the two styles to replicate.
Yes.
When you compare, because at the time Fendo wasn't commenting as much, but when it was like me and Kyobi commentate everything challenge,
pretty much,
right? Kyobi was very color, like he would talk about some insight, but generally I was usually the more analytical of the pair, and because I would talk about things players didn't understand at the time, like it didn't really stick very well.
Yeah.
And then when you try to practice that now with current commentators, and I talk about this on stream, so I don't think it's wrong of me to bring it up now.
Sure.
I talk about Riona's commentary, and I felt like his commentary kind of revealed a lot of the weaknesses he had as a player, because outside of like, he's obviously trying to just like talk and be entertained and watch sets. When you would watch him, listen to him talk about how he thought chains worked, is actually wrong a lot of the time. Not well, I'll say like a good handful of the time.
Sure.
Like there's times where you can even read like very what we would consider nowadays standard GTR chains.
Yeah.
And that can be rough on like commentary, because if you're like an experienced player, right? The biggest complaint I got back like years ago was, and my biggest compliment was, I knew what I was talking about enough to where like players did not feel like their decisions were being misinterpreted.
Yes.
and that kind of is like the feeling with I think Riona's commentary. Sometimes like he doesn't know what information he is supposed to be taking sometimes. And that's something you'll learn as you commentate.
Right.
But he's also admitted that he doesn't know blocking method, that he's a very instinctual player.
Yeah.
He does stuff because it works and not because he understands how the game works. He understands
Yeah.
that it works for him.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be very hard to train to be like, okay, now you have to understand why it works.
Yes.
So I kind of like associate Riona with more of like the color and like, eventful kind of like get into it commentary. Whereas I think he pairs well with Haven, who can be that breaking down a bit more, but even Haven misses stuff. But I would say he's more of an analytical commentator.
Yes. I think it's just because he's like generally more focused in on what do you call it? Casting and things like that. But sometimes he doesn't even have his eyes on the screen, so it's not his fault. It's easy to miss things when you're not watching every second of the game.
Exactly. I feel like right now it has at least opened up players to like commentate more, like how they want to commentate, because there no longer is like a huge focus on trying to be like Kyobi, because Kyobi, was like the popular guy back in the day. 'Cause, he had a giant Twitter following. He works in so many fighting games. Like he is like the guy, right?
Yes.
Then.
He was sort of our celebrity.
Yeah, and now there is none of that, so people kind of just commentate how they feel. I think because the only person like who really like grew as a commentator, outside like myself, really was Fenno, who like went out of his way to practice with like Tony a lot, right?
Yes.
And now we have Haven and Riona, who I think are finding their forms. I think Haven had some of his best commentary recently.
Yeah.
When especially because he didn't have to focus on being on the streaming side.
Yeah, it was really good.
A lot.
I really enjoyed his commentary in what was the event again? Vortex Gallery, right? No, did he have the cast for that? I'm trying to remember. There was some stuff.
I think he cast it for Vortex Gallery, but I think he did another event where he did have to stream.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think it was the PK event.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, so I think Puyo commentary is in a healthier spot than it was years ago. I just am very curious what the quality will turn out to be, because I feel like we have a lot more analytical commentators this time around compared to color.
Yeah.
Which is good for players who want to learn, but maybe not so much on the entertainment factor.
I think it's generally fine because it's easier to get people in who can do color. Whereas, like, if you build a solid team of analytical commentators, you can pair them with any person who can do color, right?
That's true. I do think... I think as a general rule, even for fighting games, color commentators are easier to fit around.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're mainly about bringing the hype, and you still need to know stuff about the game, like what you're watching and stuff, but your main job is not to be like breaking down every single thing.
Yes, exactly. But pretty much, I think the overall state of it is just like everything else in the community. It is a work in progress. Like, it's in a better state than it was in a year or two ago, but it's very actively still like in its early stages.
Yeah, I agree. A fan of solo commentary. I think solo commentary is really fun to do. I just think it's not always the best for like viewer stuff. There's like this weird stigma between solo commentary, where when people see solo, they're like, "Oh, there's not enough people to see commentate this game." But that's mainly a fighting game thing. Less Puyo, so I don't think it matters as much.
Sure.
But I think people who are commentators tend to... There's like two half and half. Some people really love solo because they can just talk about whatever they want and like at their pace. But then there's like the commentators who love duo because they love the atmosphere.
Yeah. I think it really depends on the goal of the broadcast. Like, I feel like in general, events tend to thrive off two person, a duo commentary, because it's part of like the community building. This is the vibe of like a community event. But for things like these matches, honestly, I'm really enjoying, even if I don't understand much of what the JP commentary, I think the vibe of having one sole commentator who's doing a bit of analysis, maybe a bit of color here and there, but it's just like one guy commentating a match to showcase it to a bunch of people who are interested in the game. Like, solo comms for OU League matches, honestly, I feel like would be pretty strong. Yeah, that's my take on it.
I think it does fit OU League better because it's not as much of a dedicated event. Where I think for like a double limb bracket, I think duo is just overall better because there's more time to fill in. You need more breaks between.
That's what I'm
casters
thinking
and
too.
dots.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think we're on the same
Yeah.
wavelength with that.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind if I think they should do this next time they do EU League
Mhm.
because of like the lack of casters at the moment. I think next year or even next event that is like OU League style, I think Haven and Ascension should just limit it to one caster
I'm
until
wondering
like
how
a
it go.
bracket phase.
Yeah.
Because like it was pretty tough actually to fill in the caster slots.
Yeah, exactly.
So personally, I think it would be a little bit nicer because some events were like, okay, I don't know if we're starting or not because we're waiting for a second or we can't confirm a second.
Yeah.
So at least I think having it solo, it just keeps things more chill.
That's true. I think from an
Where-
organization standpoint, yeah.
And give me like I hate to say like the OU League matches don't get as much viewership because they stream in Japan first, anyways.
Yeah.
They're kind of like not a super main event. You might as well just like keep it relaxed.
Yeah.
Let someone who has the time to do their thing, and then that way everyone can kind of commentate because then you can kind of give off matches to each individual person so they get their time.
Yes,
Where
exactly. There's a bit of spotlight on
I
each
think-
commentator, which is neat.
Yeah, whereas because like this way, like was like I think I commentated almost every match, which
Yeah.
I had fun, but it was also like maybe if they were spread out a bit differently, other commentators could actually get more time in.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just like it's fine to have some duos, but like it shouldn't be a constraint that we have to have 2 viewers every match. I think I'd be happy with some being solo.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, let's see here. English game knowledge is very skewed. This is true. I know the names. I know you know the names, Fina. We all know the name. Okay, not we all know the names, but I'm not going to say them because we're being very nice and respectful. I cannot watch those streams. I'll puke if the audio is high. You're so nasty, friend. Jeez. Let's see here. Okay, we talked about win and nuances. Last replay I watched today, the 2P was only giving rounds off goofy mistakes, 100% nothing to do with 1P merit. I mean, yeah, I could say that about my set against Void. Again, not because Void played bad, but because I played really bad in that tournament set. So, like, you know, things like that do happen, and that's just how it goes. Let's see. Playing not well. Oh, well, hold on, this comment. Also, like, the opponent playing well or not well is considered. Okay, I'm assuming that's what you meant to say, Freshwater. Yes, underdeveloped emotionally. It's just people who aren't like, not necessarily because they're young, but maybe because they just haven't had as much social interaction in their time. Because, like, let's face it, the Venn diagram that's just a circle also includes a lot of people who haven't socialized a lot in general. And again, that's so understandable, but it's then our duty as, you know, people who do know better to help teach people to open up more and be able to engage in deep conversations. Because then we become better communicators and better players at the same time, and it's very exciting. We all get to grow together. Common Void, yeah, I don't know. I'll poke him again, but I don't want to push him if he's not in a good space to work on the tutorials. But like I said, we'll get Riley to reach out to whoever. And if anyone else also does know anyone who can do video editing, like, please let me know, because I really want these tutorials to come out. They're really good. I think once we get these like 5 tutorials out, it's like you will learn how to do like a 10 chain. Come on, I want people to be able to do that. It's so good. And also, it's sad looking at my tutorial being like 3 videos, no more tutorials. Like, this is a very classic move from people who do tutorials. It's like, you stopped at the third video and it's been 3 years. You're never going to finish a series. It's like, no, they're there. Anyway. Honestly, the format could just be group watch our first 30 and talk about random stuff. I think I have a few ideas for things where I want them to be dedicated discussions, but also I think it would be useful to have, maybe like mini analyses thingies where it's like, we just throw out ideas as the set goes along as well. Like, have some more controlled discussions, but also some that are more free-flowing as well. And again, it depends on the group of people and if we want a focal point for discussion. But that's something I'll have to develop a little more. Maybe I'll actually stream the planning for that as well at some point so I can get more opinions as we're doing it. Puyo Ton from Mount
joining
nice.
the 15 episodes of the podcast just to come in and say my opinion and then disappear into the night once again.
That way no one can argue with you, right?
Smile.
Blatantly wrong information, etc. Build order. A tester post for advice. It's like Riley said, I appreciate people chipping in, but sometimes it's like, how do you moderate that, right? Like, how do you make sure that people aren't spreading misinformation? I guess the best thing we can do is jump in and be like, hey, here are some considerations that you didn't think of. But like, I don't know. I always find it difficult to correct people. I'm very bad at that.
I personally still like when lower players talk about like random things. So sometimes someone will say something legitimately like I have not thought about.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm like, wait. This is still kind of wrong, but there's a little bit right in here that I feel like is worth looking at. So I think it's just better to let them word vomit. I just feel bad for anyone outside of the space of like good players. Because I'm just like, you guys are probably gonna stay trash.
I guess that's where we model our like good communication skills and ability to like talk around nuance and things. Because like you said, there might be some good in what they said still, and it's our job to like, let's dissect that a little more and actually talk about why this is good advice or not so good. Because without reasons, everything is just like words in a void, right? It's like, this isn't useful unless we can actually elaborate on it.
There is a thing I want to do. Actually, it's on Steam because I was curious. Like, did any Puyo player ever just like link a guide on how to play Puyo on any of the Puyo games on Steam? And I was like, there's zero. They're all how to cheat.
Oh my gosh.
how to change or like how to like break the game so you can edit cutscenes and stuff.
Okay.
There's not a single gameplay thing other than for like Tetris on how to be 4-wide. It's not even that good.
That's so funny.
So I was like, I was legit thinking like, well, if I just type up like just a very basic kind of sloppy Puyo guide and just like link Ascension and like Puyo Nexus would be like, if you want to learn more, there's that stuff there. Because honestly, I don't think many people even look at it because it's on the Steam guide and since so many years.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's probably there is better than it not being there.
Yeah. Like if it attracts 1 or 2 people, that's better than 0, right? Like, it's just good to have stuff out there for people to access.
Yeah.
Did ask for an extension about build order. Dan did answer, and it was very helpful, but there is still nuance to it, like you said, since I can't always build like that. Yeah, like the most we can do is offer advice, and it's never going to be comprehensive because there's only so much that we as individuals know, but that's why you ask in a community space, right? Because then multiple people can give their opinions.
And there's also the other part of like, just because someone's high level does not mean they will convey that information in a way someone low level will understand it.
Yes, there's that.
There's like half of it is like obviously just communication skill. The other half is like when you get good at a game, you kind of forget like stuff that needs to be learned, and you start assuming skills very easily.
Yeah. Exactly. It's that like whole intuition thing again that we were talking about, because this happens in commentary too, where it's like easy to skip over things that aren't as obvious to people who are less experienced.
Yeah, like that's why I repeat some of the same stuff like constantly on commentary. Like, why would you do that? It's like a lot of people who watch this don't know.
That's right. And if you hear it a lot, it also reinforces the fact that it's important, right?
Yep.
So there are a few facets to it. The amount of people that have opinions of good commentary is non-existent externally. I mean, yeah. Like, again, I think there are probably a fair few people who are in a similar boat to me, where like Puyo is their one like main game for like competition or even communicating with the community at all. So like the inexperience makes sense, but it's true that there is just like a lack of people who are well versed in that space and can give good advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
There's like a layer where I will sometimes, like, if I'm giving advice to someone, I will like almost like content warning and be like, this assumes you understand this skill and this skill to like some level of degree.
yeah.
I'm just like, if these seem like you don't know them, then, like you will have to learn this skill kind of like first to kind of to fully understand what I'm going on about.
Yeah.
Which isn't perfect, but sometimes I feel like that clarification is kind of needed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's like it's unreasonable to start every guide from scratch. And so like the one of the benefits I get of doing a tutorial series is that hey, like this is a series, like watch them from like 1 to 10. But when it comes to like individual guides, it can be difficult unless you can directly just be like, "Hey, read this article first." Because sometimes there isn't an article that explains the thing that you're saying is assumed knowledge yet. So it's a bit more difficult to be like, this is assumed knowledge. But it's better than saying nothing about it and just going, hey, here's my advice with no like warning.
Yeah, because there's some advice I give where if I'm doing like if I'm telling them to do like a big change in build order, then I don't give advice on why their current builds, like in the mid game, suck. Because I think the fix is to do early game, but if you're changing your early game, then your mid game is just naturally going to change. So it becomes kind of weird to give advice on that mid game because you're not going to be building that mid game anymore because you're going into like something else, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So because if you do every single detail, then there's an information overload, and how useful is that information versus other information?
Yeah. Everything's a balancing act.
I don't mind writing super long-winded paragraphs, but I know when I do that, most players are not going to read that entire. They're just going to find the part that they like.
Yeah, the brain just doesn't.
So I always pick specifically what I think is the most important. I only share that.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on like the skill level. Like if it's a high level player, then it doesn't matter. I'll just like
yes, exactly. Just
write out a
dump
paragraph.
the text. But if it's someone who's more like, if the question is 1 sentence long, the answer that they will read probably shouldn't be a huge amount longer than that, unless you know the person as well. Like, I think that tends to be like one of the core indicators. And again, I don't want to generalize, but generally, if someone asks a very simple surface level question, then a deep response is good. But if someone asks a deep question, it's like, oh, now you know that you can elaborate, and they will actually consider everything that you're responding to them with. So the quality of a discussion, like, oh, communication is two-way, like, oh, that sounds so obvious, but it's like, also, yeah, the way you pose the question also will then usually reflect how much you care about the response in turn as well, or how much depth you can consider it with.
Yeah. It's like when people ask like why I am building like GTR again or why I go for like certain attacks is because like I don't give up on strategy and if they don't work on against the player in one set or
Yes.
like in a tournament. Like, you gotta keep trying them and readjusting them and eventually stuff works.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. You know, very proud of your color potential, but having trouble balancing it in a duo. That's fair. Yeah, for now. I think when you're solo commentating, you can like bring out both sides a bit more fluidly because again, you're like commentating at your pace. I for one really enjoy your commentary, so there's that. Freshwater says it's how I joined CC since it was very casual, but yeah, that's true. I think, to be honest, I like Lidon John's format a lot, like the current one that they just introduced. I didn't play in the previous one, so I actually don't know how exactly it worked, but it sounded like it was strictly round robins, whereas this current format is a little more fluid than that, which I like. So hopefully that's sort of not a replacement, but maybe can give that same vibe, because to be honest, it just feels like a bit of like a friendly Puyo player meetup where, like, sure, it's for PGRS, but outside of that, you're just like playing matches against people and being assigned like first to blah. Like, I feel like it's a pretty casual vibe, to be honest. So it's something to consider.
Yeah, I do feel a little bad for Shahi because I think he got kind of cucked.
Oh, I felt
so.
so bad about that. The bot had issues, and then they overlooked some stuff. It's like next time we'll make sure it doesn't happen. So it's like the suffering will only need to happen once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of does suck because someone's gonna get the buy. He just happened to get it. That's just
just
kind of like how I
twice in a
felt
row is
about
the
it.
thing, though. Like it just sucks.
It's not twice buy. I hate to say like that doesn't matter if his opponent dropped out. That round does not count as a buy because technically he had someone to play. That's
That
like they're two
sucks.
very different buys. Like, I hate to say like it's like technically, and then you only had one buy. They cannot account for that player dropping out mid tournament. It's just like not fair, I think, to them. The other issues, right? I can understand, but I think you can't use a player dropping out because of something as part of it. It's just you gotta buy. Yeah, it sucked. Uh, because of like some other mishaps. I think is the main takeaway, and just be made to suck more because that player had dropped out. Like, would it have been as big of an issue as if his opponent didn't drop out? I think the answer is honestly no. I think it
Um,
just feels worse because the opponent did drop out. It was someone who would be much more his level.
I mean, I think that's the thing, though, right? Like it's a combination of factors. You can't like it's true that technically it's not two buys, but it's like because of the situation happening the way it did, it ended up being unfair for him that round six was a buy, I guess.
Yeah,
So
and it kind of sucks. Is like you can't really fault them for that. Like, you can
yeah.
fault the other stuff, right? It's just like for specifically that one.
Yeah. That's what I
It's
mean.
really
Like,
rough.
yeah, you're right. Like, you can't predict an opponent drop out. Like, that's fine. That happens. But it's just like what happened afterwards, which was unfortunate. But anyway, they've put it in feedback. They've responded. It won't happen again. Hopefully. So it's fine.
I only brought it up because like it probably has the potential to happen again, like
Mm.
where a player just drops out and there is a buy of some kind into like potentially other buys. Like you can't get around that in like a Swiss format. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
have buys.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious like what their adjustment will end up being.
I mean, like Hiku said, I think something along the lines of, hey, if there's a dropout, then the buy can go to someone who has played the most rounds throughout the tournament because otherwise you screw if it's the person who was going to play a first to 20 and then they miss out on the first to 25, it's like you've missed a billion rounds compared to someone who like has played most of the rounds and then just doesn't play round six and it's like okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me.
Hmm. But again, we'll see what they do about it if that happens again. um if they would just delay or use streams not necessarily on the same day that the match is played, then the commentator scheduling could be easier. Yeah, I don't know what like maybe they have their reasons or maybe they just did it because they felt like it would make sense, but again, this is advice we can give in like the commentary channel and just be like, hey, these for consideration next year. One, not everything has to be duo. Two, not necessarily the next day. Like just yeah, like I think some of the structures are a bit rigid right now, but it's probably just because they're still learning. So it's good if we give advice openly.
Yeah, I think it probably happened because they're working together, right? It just
Mm,
we're like, okay, if you guys get them, we'll just time slot it here type stuff.
yeah. I mean, I think the initial idea is good because like if you don't give people dates and be like register for these dates, please, and then like people will never just be like it's harder to schedule if you don't give them the heads up ahead of time. But if you can't find the people by the time it's starting to get close to the day, then you should probably just reschedule it and see what works. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
You need to assume some school based on what's being asked because we don't have all day. Yes, exactly. If you understand fundamentals, you can understand anything. That's essentially the idea that we're trying to crack down on in the community. Well, I'm like Ferner and me and Riley. It's like if people could just like put the time aside to learn the fundamentals of this game, they could understand a lot more broad stuff about it. And again, that's where I'm trying to get my tutorials out because when I do, then people will hopefully understand the fundamentals of the game at a deeper level than they did initially. So we'll get there. What is this acronym, Finno? What are these letters? I'm good at guessing acronyms a lot, so I'm going to assume this is read the heckin' manual, but I don't know if that's right. Oh, I'm right! Whoa! I'm good at these things. I don't know why this is a random skill I have, but okay. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'll take that as a win. Wait, you're here just to suffer. Complain that getting your dog power will be appreciated? Yes, okay. So, cool. Right, I got up with chat. Sorry, Riley. It takes a while because I'm a yapper. But
they're good. It was a good yap. Like, we did kind of talk about a bunch of different things as we were going.
Yes. Okay, one more match?
I can do one more.
Okie dokes. Let's go back to the Wii Rigu, supported by
It's your turn to pick.
Oh,
so I
dang
picked
it.
the first one.
You're right. I do have to pick things. Glad you think so, friends. Let's see. So let's pick another master qualification match. We have one here and one here. Chat, would you like to decide? They're basically the same length as well, so it doesn't actually even matter. There's this one down here and this one up here. Say 1 in chat for this one and 2 for this one. I mean, you have to don't worry.
Chat, do your work.
Oh, yes.
Can you make chat do your work?
Of course.
Messed up.
At least you look at all, I really like that. Yeah, that's one of my main things as a streamer. I want to, like, actually be responding to people in chat. That's crazy, right? Hiku Rick, that would be a good one, Baron, but I believe that's already been casted by Ascension, so the commentary is already up. And it's true that we'd have a different perspective, but yeah, just trying to, like, make all fresh content for the time being. Oh, yeah, Finno, where did you hear that from? Because it's not been officially announced yet, right? I didn't say anything about it because I was like, is this, like, only something that I know because I checked the Wii U channels, like, in Japanese, and I actually, like, got pinged about it? Twitter? Okay, I see. Yes, okay, so it's public now. Unfortunately, we're not going to watch Rick play through Master League, which is very sad, because I would have liked to play it in his place, but that's not how that works. It's a very, like...
Why did he drop that?
I don't know.
Say why?
Nope. Just that he had to withdraw.
Okay, that sucks. I feel like at that point, they should have just bumped you up and got whoever was third.
Yeah, I think... Oyu seems to be pretty, like, strict with the way that it's managed in terms of, like... For example, in the Master Qualification tournament, someone also dropped, and they were just like, okay, no one gets replaced. Like, you have to earn your spot, and if you don't get it, then, like, we don't bump the next person up. And I don't know exactly what the reason for that is, but it seems like at least it's consistently that way. But it is unfortunate that, like, oh, well, okay, I guess we're not getting any internationals players in the Master League, so...
Yeah, very surprised at your job. Maybe like a family thing.
It could be, like, that's a thing. Late. Or it could be school, like, or anything. Yeah, that's a thing. Like, I'm not blaming anything, and I know you aren't, but it is just so unfortunate, because I was so curious to see if he was able to match the Master League players, or if he'd get destroyed like me. That's, to be honest, that's part of the reason. It's like, ooh, I wonder if you also have a rough time, but...
You can justify, right? Like, see, he lost. It's not just to me.
Yeah. But at the very least, we got to see him, like, perform in TCIL, which is the most we've ever gotten to see him play before, right? So it's better than nothing. Just, man, now we have no, like, international player content until, you know, there's PGRS, but it's different, right? Like, no more JP player matchups. Bleh.
Yeah. It's okay, but at least you can watch this set.
Okay, let's watch this one then, because it's the most recent one. There's Nashi and Himako. Actually, you know what? I could probably just write them so that you can remember. Isn't that smart? Wait, I'll wait till we get to the match. So that
I was about to say, like, you might as well just wait till we're in the match. It's funny because, what's it, Himako is on the right?
Yeah.
The first two characters of his name I see on, like, every Japanese username.
Uh-huh.
On Netplay.
So thick.
This is Nashi.
And this is sorry, is black a bad... Because it feels like it's kind of... Maybe it's just because it's thick. I don't know. Whatever. Too late.
Yeah, I can read it.
Sorry, guys.
That was beautiful.
That's really bad, actually. That was a bad color to use. Oh!
Oh, okay, never mind. We know who it is.
What the heck, man? Okay.
Himako on right.
I didn't know that. That just deletes it. What? Now I know for the future, though. That's messed up.
Yeah.
Wait, if I go back to pointer after... Hold on, let me just check something. So if I do like this, and then I go pointer. Oh, then it doesn't disappear. Okay, it's just if I press
There's
X.
your head on the screen the entire time.
Well, that's good to know.
That's funny.
Pin it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Could do that. Anyway,
Just right.
whatever.
Okay. I was gonna remember Nashi's on left and Himako is on right.
Hold on, maybe I can pin it in chat, actually. You're right, freshwater. How do I do that? Actually, the like, Twitch integration thing in OBS doesn't have, like, all of the things you can do with, like, I think. So, I don't know if I can pin
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't. It's kind of dank.
It's about unfortunate.
Track.
Okay,
It's
well,
fine.
if
As long
that-
as they're in chat.
Thank you,
There you go.
Dankbaron. I was gonna ask. There you go. Oh, Himako. Okay, yeah, good. Good job, good job.
Well, finally, forms I understand GTR.
Nice.
Also,
Okay.
it's such a classic tail option from Himako to like L-shape the transition off of GTR into like Hellfire.
This is so weird. Wow, now she has like the most beautiful chain ever.
That's very nice. Well, now he spent it. Or part of it.
Okay, main chain time.
Yeah, but the something on Himako says a little weird because
Yeah.
his tail kind of sucks.
Yeah, there's like nothing there. Oh, needs the purples.
Okay. That was kind of a fire, like, flick up to, like, fix the conflict, though. I'll have to give him that. That was pretty prop heavy.
That's good, that's good. Oh, thank you for that, Dankbaron.
Wait, does his chain? Okay, no, that still work. No, it doesn't. The greens actually break and same with the blues. Actually might have helped him. Never mind, I lied.
Okay, so that was a good catch from Nashi, just to like, oh, like their main chain is too awkward right now. I don't think I can, they can outchain me, and it was right.
Well, I think it's mainly just Himako cut, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
because otherwise they would have had won that round.
that's fair.
So I feel like
Ooh.
Himako was doing the better like attack, get you out of that options.
They've got kind of awkward
But it-
builds.
Oh, but this is a lot better for Nashi this time.
Yeah.
There's nothing quite the mental relief of winning a round you probably shouldn't have and to immediately win the next round. with your opponent.
Yeah, so true. Okay, yeah, these guys build more normally, I guess. Well, the Himako goes for a bit more like, how will you say?
I think I'm gonna say a little bit more juice, a little more
Yes,
to the chain. Like,
I
he
think
wants
so
some
too.
Extra deeps.
And then she has more,
should talk-
like 4 pops.
Yeah, I should I should have taught Tom deeps for like DPS.
Oh!
He's asking if I call you guys. I was like, yeah, we call it deeps here. I should give it. It's like, no, I failed him. I should have said deep.
Oh no, it's okay. There's a next time. He'll be back.
Yeah. Okay, that tail actually resolved. I wasn't sure if those purple res would work on a Himoko's side.
So much power.
Very interesting that Himiko threw his red yellows to like the far right versus like Nashi just went for right in the middle. So
Yeah.
like that just make me wonder like what they prioritize.
Again, Himako's doing a lot of that, like, look at those 5 links down below. Whereas Nashi's chain is so straightforward. And just like,
Yeah.
full. Oh, whoa.
Ooh,
Nasty.
wait, that was nasty.
Good
Wait a second.
one. Yeah, if you can pick the opponent off at high board, Finna's been talking about this recently with me as well. It's like, yeah, just go for it, just win.
Exactly. I agree with that. I do like that Himiko is trying to integrate a lot of the 5 links. I mean, I think I was talking about that with you not too long ago when we were talking about like you versus Rick, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, Rick is always just adding so many 5 Puyo links or like 6s.
Yeah,
It just adds so much damage when you get them late.
it is.
Nasty.
Wow, these guys are
chains,
so passive. This is
Yeah,
such
they
a
both
difference
kinda,
from
like-
last match, where they were just like scrapping, and then this one they're just like, I'll just main chain.
Okay, to be fair, last match they weren't scrapping until they were kind of forced into it after like warming up. So maybe it's like the opposite way because that is a big 12. That's
My
really fun.
gosh. So powerful.
Alright.
113, hello? Oh my
Alright,
gosh.
Himiko has to. Oh, what's it called? No, has to think about if he actually wants to attack again. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
his attack worked the first few times.
Yes.
なし側の火力を超えれなかったといった形ですかね。そこですね、ひまこ側はちょっとやっぱり今時では見られない連鎖の構築手順といいますか。
Wow, this is a very awkward tale from Himiko.
Yeah, I was gonna say, their base was just coming together like really awkwardly. Are they still playing? Okay.
Oh my god, it's going for the sack. It's kind of wait, it's not even an attack because it breaks his tail.
Yeah, okay. That's a bit. I mean, Nashi broke the tail too. I mean, broke the. Okay, what am I saying? Multi-stack.
It actually might screw him for not committing the full.
Yeah,
Oh, it definitely screwed him.
that was necessary.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he just didn't expect a tail break, which is, to be fair, I would not have expected that either.
Mm-hmm.
今回前傾姿勢ですね。右と左で分かれてますね。
Wow.
Okay.
さあまずひまこ側の単発をなし側を受ける形。さあひま
That's
こ
a
側
good cover.
積もって高く構えてますね。さあなし2連鎖から入り。
Okay, yeah, that's really awkward now for Himako.
振ります。ひまこ側確かに4列目回ったので単発から整地。紫が掘り切
Yeah,
る。
it's, you have to just clear out these purples, man. It's kind of sus as hell.
This is the worst.
It's sus everywhere. Oh god.
Both players have like sussy nothing chains.
さあお互い細かく刻んで。
Yeah, this is not field hoggers.
She just wins off the nasty too. That's so screwed. That round was just white. What?
Yeah, like Himiko after they got forced in the clear because of that unfortunate trash, like, they just never got any players to work with them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay. He can make up the deeps. I like somehow talk to Tom as a person and just like try to teach him really weird English slang.
At some point, like a few years ago, he was asking me to like teach him more like random English, and I was like, actually, I talk like a very normal, so unfortunately I don't have much slang, so maybe I should have introduced him to you so that you can teach him all the weird English, because I'm not the person to go to for that. Oh my gosh, no way!
I know teach Tom how to throw it back nasty style.
No, Riley, shut up! Look at the blue-green!
Oh, that was a good fix, that was a good fix, that was crazy. Oh my god, it's actually gonna send back a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's missing a yellow, so not as much as I thought. Oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't even get to it.
I wouldn't say professional fresh shooter. Just, I don't know what the word would be.
You're the type of guy, if their dad was to say, bring her home by 8, you're like, I'll have her home by 7:30.
Okay, buddy.
You're welcome.
Formal, I mean, I'm pretty casual too. Maybe just like not, I'm trying to find the right word
You're
for
just
it.
not very heavy on like the street conversation.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean.
Oh my god, wow, the 6 and 5 attacks are insane.
I know, that was insane. What a
I think we
spend.
just decided to fix that GTR by throwing 3 blues in there. I was like,
That's
yep,
so
that's
funny to
me.
me.
Insanity. Oh my god, wait, what the hell?
Is this
Giga
sandwich?
divert? Oh my... There's a color conflict in sandwich with the purples!
No, it's
So
fine.
I like his ass!
It's fine.
Wow, what a surprise, immediately attacked.
Okay, well, that was a punish on, like, the sandwich. Your favorite, Riley.
Dude, that one deserved to be punished, because the same issue you did with your sandwich in the last round was like, you build it up, and you commit on same color column 3 and column 1, and it's like you're immediately color conflicted.
That's hilarious.
You can't like, do any button extension there.
勝ち切っていきましたね。木箱としてもそうですね、今、もう組み切れて最大4連鎖ぐらい
Riley, I'm playing Yoshi without a girl. That's so true. Riley, how could you? How could you?
If I've seen anything from our time together in the U.S., is that Shocky is definitely the woman of the relationship.
Yeah.
I can say that because I have a boyfriend, by the way, Chad. That's not bigotry.
Oh, okay, he's allowed to say these things, apparently. I'll be asking him about that. Oh, yeah, is this okay? To be honest, though, he'll probably just be like, yeah,
In the
whatever.
other room. Yeah.
Oh, right, I guess he'd still be awake. I didn't realize it's still, like, not that late for you guys.
Yeah, I heard Ty just laughing his butt off in
Oh
the
my
other
gosh.
room. Oh god, I broke his GTR like crazy, but it's just enough.
These guys are spending so much, but it's like, oh, you know, just like, if my opponent doesn't respond, then I guess I just win, right? I was doing that a fair bit as well recently against a lot of players in tournaments, where I just, like, break my chain. It's like, well, I don't need my main chain then if they're not going to respond to my 6-chain attack.
I agree with that strategy, and like in general terms. It's kind of weird because like when you compare it to like the last set, that had so much more smaller attacks, this one is extremely more aggressive.
Yeah. It really showcases a lot of, like, the JP side's, like, strategy, though. Like, it really depends on the player.
Yeah, like this, like right there was like a thorn opportunity for this dude. He's like, no, I'm just gonna keep stacking up poison and try to make something really big.
Look at this! This is insane! Ooh, me when I throw my 4-5-5 mid-game. Like, okay.
And then the tail's still clean enough to keep extending, and he's just like, okay, we're good. That's good enough.
Unless he had a nothing chain.
Yeah. Lost too much resource on the attack.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh, you know.
I hope we see more of those double power attacks. I feel like they're underutilized. Like these larger attacks. It isn't a Western team because like, we're just not good at them. So seeing more of them is just like a good way to kind of like fill in the knowledge gap.
Actually, what's the B there for Fino? I've heard this term, but I forgot to look it up. Oh, that was nice.
It's the cheer chatter.
Oh, yes, hello, some weirdo. Yes, that's for, like, when you're a spectator, you can press the button and make really annoying noises. But, like, it also increases the cheer rating, or whatever they call it, for the player. So, I don't know, it's something, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah.
But that cover was so good.
That was really well played.
Hamaji's adaptation to go into, like, these larger attacks is really good. I like it. It's pretty clean.
It's a good attempt here, but like, yeah, there's nothing else for them.
Yeah, but it's just like smart to divert, right? Because there's no way he's getting back to GTR.
It's a Ketsu. I haven't. Hold on. You know what? This is the part where I open Jisho and Mother tab. Let's learn words together.
Watch just opts for like the potential red conflict. Doesn't care. You know what? I respect it. I think it's kind of scary. Like to add so many reds. No, like it's on his immediate GTR trigger. It's in his transition, and it's an additional link.
I can't believe they just said
Like,
okay main chain.
Yeah, like, it's an insane amount of potential color conflict that he just got away with.
Yep, that's right. If you manage your colors carefully, then I guess just do whatever you want.
That's so good. Wow, this was just...
The blues are
He
impossible
went through
for
that
Yoshi.
track.
Oh, never mind. He got the red-blue. That's fine then. Smiles. Never mind. It's not fine. Bye.
It's 98, even if that had worked.
Yeah.
So, all the time to like make secondary. Ooh. Wow, I evened up so fast. I guess part of it is like Nashi has to respect Himako's like ability to make these long form attacks now.
This is true.
Because I feel like the other attack was because Himiko had just kept poking them, and he was like, "Well, I'm kind of sick of this."
Just explode, yeah.
Tried, yeah, just try to stop them, and then didn't work out.
Okay. Forced full chain now.
Yeah, well, outside of the reds, a lot of the later links or bigger links are in the
Oh.
early part of the chain.
I don't think they meant to clear it.
Well, they sure as hell did not. And Dave actually might die for it.
Yeah.
Oh god, the rest
Oops.
didn't even work.
Yep.
そうですね。頭伸ばし狙ってたと思うんですけど、今のはそうサミスのようにも感じますね。エンサビがちょっと回収しきれてなかったのを結果的には
Rest in peace, Nashi.
がっつり伸ばさないといけなかったですね。
Oh, that's what Kitsu. Oh my gosh, I see Fido. Yes, that's fair. Tail. That makes sense. That makes sense. But not Rin Kitsu. I believe it's just Link, right? Link in the chain. I can't find anything on Rin Sabi. What is this? What is the B part?
Aggressive tail. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that feels convertible.
Decided I hate you.
Okay, bye.
Power 3 into 4. Forces main. Tails rebuildable. Still kind of scary though. Oh god, the
Oh
clothes are not
jeez.
working.
Oh jeez. What?
What the?
Oh my
frick?
gosh.
That's nasty.
Wow.
I thought they were going for the right side of their board, but I was just wrong. I was very wrong.
That is so clever. Wow, nice one, Yoshi.
It's such a
Wow.
good like follow chain too. And it's not even gonna be enough, I think.
Yeah, it's not. But it's a really good effort.
Yeah.
ひまこの連鎖の伸ばし技術が素晴らしかったですね、今。あのルートからほぼほぼ回収してたんで、赤がね、頭で座れちゃったのが痛いかなと思ったんですけど、なんか全然問題なかったですね。
I think Tom's even awake right now.
らしいとしても、おそらく
Trying to just invite Tom to voice chat.
Oh,
I
so
think his
true.
ass is- I think his ass is sleeping.
Oh, no, I mean, it's 4:02 for me, so it'd be 3:30 for him. He might be at work, guys. He actually has a job moment.
ができそうな手順はしてますが、
That's pretty cringe.
ただうまいですね、やはり。
Oh, does that mean Hellfire response because the trash set up for him? Kind of messed up.
That was nice from Himako to like use up a little bit of the tail to like add extra power though. Ooh, nice follow up.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Wow. The 4 attacks are insane.
Yeah.
ひまこ側としてもだいぶ、そうですね、余計なこ
A
と
lot of good dismantling.
うまいことを
Yeah, another one.
したいところの
No,
Keep
yeah.
growing resources. Yep.
4連鎖打ってなし側が、まあ、本線接続は、まあ、ほぼほぼ不可能なので、まあ、太陽帝
Yeah.
ですけど、なし側の太陽
Nashi has to go for these Hellfires sooner and less on the reactive side.
でね、ほぼほぼ
Or he's got to start going back to trying to build these long
Oh my
forward
gosh.
attacks as well.
That's nasty.
側は本線取っていきますね。2連鎖からの
Okay, I like this. I like this. This is fat.
前消し
Positive.
側はそうですね
Oh my god. Oh, no 1 in 6. Crazy.
で2連鎖ただなし側し
Actually, I think he can get actually the blues if it ends.
Eh.
No.
Rip.
The green's in the way.
的には前消し取った方が
That was actually a really good attempt at a
み
dig.
たいな形になってますね。
Hey Dan, don't be his tail beat is just general tail. Oh, I did not know about this. There we go. Because his connection side. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, huh.
Kenya.
難しいんですけど、今回は取っていったなし側が1本取っていきましたね。
You know.
構えながら頭ガンガン伸ばして、さあ緑単発
Jeez.
も含めて、ただ本戦ですね、もうキープ弱抜きながら本戦。
There's a lot. See, there are a lot of pillars for yet another just like large attempt at attack. We actually got covered.
Kind of forced that out. Oh, not the one chamber of Himako. Yeah, yikes. That's not good.
That's like so good though, because like Nashi need to be able to force these out more from Himiko.
Yeah.
They call him in the build order for the 4 chain. I think that is good awareness and good adaptation to catch him that high up too. Trying to build like a power 4 like that, or a powerful 4 is like kind of greedy.
Yeah, quite restrictive.
Oh hey, they're doing the blue into yellow to come later. I like it.
Heck yeah. Okay, interesting. Nashi was very quick on getting the second transition done, and they can attack with it now, but... Okay, well, I guess I just have the main chain now. Rip. Also, what is Himako's
This is
build? Oh my gosh.
Himiko has shown a lot of like chain variety, like slash flexibility.
How much is it? 99.
Nah, Jesus. Right, like it's kind of crazy, like the amount of variety in the tailing and the transition Himiko has showed.
Yeah. Wow. And it's so powerful too, like consistently so powerful.
Yeah. God, that makes it just so rough because it feels like Himiko just is such a solid all-rounder. Like long chain attacks,
Yeah.
big consistent damage output, even on like air quote smaller link chains.
Yes.
Because it doesn't need to build up 14 if you just build a 100k 11, why not? You know?
Yeah.
Who am I to judge such potential? And they'll even use like napalms to clean up their board. It's really good.
Oh, interesting. That's... Oh, that red cuts. Rip.
Sure did. Definitely kind of deserve that.
What is that, like,
for a
spinning
greedy
from
power
Himiko?
attack. Going fast. Though, to be fair, Himiko definitely deserved that punish for trying to build a power attack on top of a color conflict. That was definitely greedy.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, not this green situation. Yeah, clean up. Himiko's so quick on the trigger here, just like able to respond immediately. Yeah, okay. Probably a misdraw.
相手の中盤を誘うような見づらい本線打っていったんですけど、ナシ側しっかり切って本線で対応してきましたね。もしかしたらちょっとミスの可能性はあるんですけど。
Weirdly even set still.
Yeah, part of it was like Nashi kind of just ran away, or Nashi just really ran away with the early part of the set. So
Yeah.
a good part was Himiko having to play catch-up game because attacks were kind of sloppy. I guess is the best way to put it early.
Right.
I do think the thing that is helping Nashi specifically is that while their forms are simpler, they are much cleaner.
Yes.
In comparison. Ew, nasty napalm time?
Wow.
4 rows, Jesus. Yeah, that's such a good main chain force, but I don't know if I should get the colors and to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, the like
not.
pillars over on the left mean that there's low piece acceptance of garbage. So now it's like, they couldn't extend.
But they had to clear out like 3 links and it doesn't go to their chain now.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
Now it just like barely even does anything, yeah. They needed those links.
So badly. Yeah, it's just one of those rounds where it's like, you lose it and you're like, okay, well, it's not on me. Probably still annoying as hell. But you kind of have to, like, you blame the queue a little bit, I think, on that one. I think the other one's okay to be like, I kind of should have built that better, but also, I had the good decision making to force them.
Okay, now she's going for the small quick attack again. Ooh, but they've like locked themselves out of main chain, so now like Himiko's, I assume like just kind of... Oh wait, hold on a minute.
It's not me.
Oh my gosh. Again.
Oh, but I think they're okay.
That's no good.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was okay. Yeah, and there's no time to build anything because you're dead.
So true, Riley. Wisdom.
Thank you. You know, if you just play better, wise person, you just simply win.
Wow.
ついてもすぐ戻るの展開なんですが、ここら辺でちょっとひまこがもう若干差をつけてきたりですね。
I
Oh,
do
yeah.
appreciate just like how confident every time I'm like, this looks like it's gonna be a card conflict, and he's just like,
Yes, I was going to
it's
say the
not.
same thing, right? Like they're so willing to just like,
ひまこ側は
I guess because they know that, or they assume that their chain is going to be really clean up top, that they're not worried that a piece color will come down to like create a conflict. Okay, sometimes you just wait for your opponent to like explode themselves, I guess. That's
They
sometimes the
just really
play.
want their chain. Yeah, like they're just like so confident in their knowledge of how to chain. It's pretty sick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, is this 15?
16.
No, Jesus.
132k. That was so
This really,
necessary.
right? This really is the polar opposite of last set. Jeez,
100%.
ちょっとさすがにでかすぎますね。まあ、ここまででかいの見せられるとちょっとナシ側も今、まあ操作ミスしたけど、
I do think at least what's it called? Himako is giving me some stuff to think about, at least for GTR specifically,
Oh,
on
yeah.
like how I should be looking on what I feel like are card conflicts, but personally I can just maybe work around more.
Maybe.
Rest in peace, the height.
I will say
Because-
it particularly works in this matchup because they're not attacking each other so much early game, whereas if someone was attacking you early there, then all of those links are pretty committed to your main chain, which means that like you couldn't respond with your multiple stacking area.
It's true. Also, Stratos ass. Oh my god, the Q was not nice.
Yeah.
I think it's still good to have that strategy though, because it kind of goes back to like, if you can do it, just do it until they punish you for doing it. You know.
True. Yes.
Oh god, this doesn't even work. It's all disasters. Yeah, Nashi kind of playing a little bad now. I feel like.
Hmm.
そもそも無理ですね、それ。2列目の幽霊に紫を置いちゃうと、1列目に回しできないので。
And I guess to be fair to them, it is really hard to find where the weak point is in Himako's build right now.
Yeah.
Like the ordering has been real nasty with it.
Oh no, those screens don't work. On Himako's side. Okay, nice from Nashi. Finally got like a line.
Yeah, unfortunately, Himako just fixing everything.
Okay, no, that's it. That's good too. Nice. Good.
Oh, it's blocked. Nice.
Wowie.
Thank God. It needs some round life in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna go for it? We are. The ugly build.
This is so nasty.
Oh man, we're going for something insane on this back end.
Yeah, okay. Nice of Nashi to like just kind of try and punish this. I think it's good.
I feel like a very deserved punish for trying to get away with early blue-purple in your key GTR form. That felt... I think there is a bit of I can do whatever I want now in that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I get the forms are flexible, but that was... There's flexible and there's greedy as hell.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, this is big too. I'm very surprised to see that Himiko's going to smaller attacks and after so many large ones.
I guess after that one just then they might have gotten scared off by it.
Maybe. It could just be an adaptation thing.
Yeah. Oh, this is very powerful though. Oh my gosh.
Wow, I still sent a rock back.
Insane. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, actually insane as hell. The fact that he knew, because like that 7 was going to be enough to trade back is also just a good player like damage score awareness.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that sure as hell did not look like it was going to trade back to me. Oh, multi-stack coming out too.
さあ、ナシ側が若干鍵手順で本戦組み進めてるので、本戦は伸びやすそうですが、若干隙ができそう。さあ、島子側の2連鎖でね、ナシが打たされる展開になりました。島子としては2連鎖で打たせる
Oh
と
jeez.
大きいので、本戦しっかり伸ばしてきて。
Oh my gosh.
若干遠い。黄色と遠いし、
Oh my gosh, the purple yellow.
Oh wait, the hubris never punished.
そこの順番でしたね、今。
I think we're escaping the trenches.
Here comes the massive chaining again.
回収してる。もう本戦火力がとんでもないですね。
Yeah.
1回16連鎖見せたあたりから、
Oh, that's gonna send back more than enough too. Ugh.
感じもしますね。さあ、15連鎖、11万点。ただし、セカンドハッカー
That's still a moon. I don't think he built enough here. It's all exploding. Oh god.
Yeah, some of it powered instead of being individual links, and as a result, it didn't come out to be enough.
ある程度回収はしたんです
Yeah,
け
it's
ど、
still double 100k round from both of them.
Yeah, wowsy.
さあ、この5本差、もう
It wouldn't, in kind of in comparison to 3 and yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's like, you know, is this the peak or is this like the average? Is the next question. They both play what feels like very insane.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. Don't even let him get to that transition point. Because there's like no good way for Nosh to even use any of these resources.
This should be easy now.
Well, it doesn't matter if you don't get a blue either.
Yeah, well, I guess they
Okay.
both suffer the same fate.
True. The flick of the wrist though to get down on the 6. I love and hate that tech at the same time. On the
Yeah.
hand, like that's so cool. On the other hand, like I hate it. I don't know why.
Why? Okay, yeah.
Because I can't do it. Probably just I can't. I'm trying to just like I'm bad. Like you know what? This sucks.
I hate it.
You're good at this. Well, I hate you. My hater arc never stops.
Yep.
Oh, just, okay. Just SP clean chain it is. I mean, why do anything else? Oh my god, punished
This is
for
crazy.
same color out of his reach. That would have been actually another insane big chain.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But we need more posts. Maybe that could be part of the play. Is if Yamago's gonna keep being greedy on the third like topper flares. Just keep waiting him to get to that point. Just try poking him down. And
Yeah.
hope that you catch him at a bad time.
It's a sort of thing where, like, if you let an opponent do that a few times, they might get comfortable, and that's probably the best time to start striking them. But now she's still playing passive, so it's a bit like...
Like opportunistic.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Oh, no way! That is so
Oh, wait.
greedy! I can't believe they got that. No way, man. No way.
Ooh, I think that
It's only
is a
77.
risky gamble. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, but Himako's chains are too clean. Oh.
They really are. Even thought through the red to see if he needed it.
Ah.
Like, Star isn't the worst to trade back, but it's still pretty high up there.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez. Good try, good try.
Yeah, but just immediate response, not a lot of time to build power 4, like, good luck.
Nah, there's nothing here.
Yeah, I guess he might have just needed that, like, feel the vibe time, like, get an idea of where his opponent's strong.
Mhm.
俺もでっかい本戦一発打って相手の本戦乱してやりたいぜって思ってるかどうでしょうね。どういう展開に持っていくかがナシ側としては大事そうですね、これ。さあ、単発に対し単受けて単発。さあ、
Ooh.
What the hell is he doing?
ただ埋めていきますね。
He's getting kind of crazy with it.
What are they doing?
政治兼ねた
And they're forced to clear out their entire red extend.
Yeah,
And now
okay,
it's like
that's
impossible
nothing.
to rebuild that. Oh, it's just over.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
ちょっと
It feels so good when you snipe a 3 of one color like extension
Yes,
like that.
yes. And they have to clear it. And it's like, well, too bad. Bye.
It's almost just like instantly round losing because it's so hard to repair sometimes.
100%.
さあこれひまこ側すごい鍵でガンガン本戦これ
There they go. Oh my gosh, Himiko gets the free, like, second... Okay, no, never mind. Then she gets second position as well. Oh, nice
Oh my
poke.
god, he gets the greens. The poke's not gonna matter because this training already got finished. It's nasty long too.
You need to extend, friend. You have no choice. You need to go for everything. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh no.
No
You
greens?
don't
That's
want to
messed
be in
up.
this position.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
15. Oh god.
いやもう安定11万点ですね
Himiko is just so good at making sure, like, with the way that they build, they get exactly what they need.
Yeah.
It is kind of scary. Very interesting he likes the 2-column build. They don't see that as often anymore.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, that's main for him now.
Oh, can't really extend much.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's kinda
doesn't
sucks
need
for him.
to. Oh no, the green doesn't dig down, unfortunately.
They're almost insane fix. So really hard for like Nanashi to come or Nashi to get back in this.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's so weird because those giant 5-chain attacks just like stop because they both stopped working on each other. But now it's like awkward because now you're just playing like the efficiency game against Himiko, and Himiko has been kind of just
Himiko
dastardly
even
with
like
it.
changed up the game plan just then, doing an early attack. Like they're already winning, but like sometimes even if you're in the winning seat, just mixing up just because you can is a great way to get into your opponent's head because they're like, oh, I can't even try and plan around like that one thing anymore. I have to plan around like a few possible options that I'm losing to.
Yeah, it feels like Himiko's skill level feels like it is much higher than the other opponents of A-League just based on the set alone.
Yeah.
Like, this does not feel like someone who is like in lower A kind of
Right.
gameplay.
Definitely.
It even feels like we consider weak, like this one would be kind of consider like a weaker tail in like English Puyo. It's
Oh,
still like
jeez.
he makes it work really well.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he's just struggling. I think Nachi just can't not figure out how to match both efficiency and attack and keep the board stable.
That's so rough.
Yeah, it kind of always like the hard part, I think, too, when you play someone who's like got better efficiency. It's like knowing that no matter how you attack, there's a good chance your board is just gone forever.
Yeah. Well, look at the like same tail from both of them. That's so funny.
Yeah. Like honestly, I think there's a good chance for him, or sorry, fucking Nachi to attack there, but they just didn't take it, and that kind of sucks because their
Uh-oh.
tail could have been kind of insane.
That's weird. Don't know if they misfired.
I think they just built themselves into a corner because they kept refusing to send off their attack for some reason. Maybe just like afraid that Himiko would just respond, but I'm like, you built a giant pillar power attack, use it, you know?
Yeah. I think I do that sometimes too, where it's like, oh, I set up an attack and I'm like, oh, I'm scared to use this though, because my opponent probably will just bite back at me. But it's like, when you've built yourself into that position, it's either you manage to main chain really well, or you just have to set it off because it's in the way. Like, there's no other way to get around it. You just have to use it.
Yeah. I actually did see that a few times in your set for the play-in, where I was like, Yoshi, you have him. Just set it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Yoshi, he's blocked off his chain to do the damn attack.
Yeah.
And then I would get very sad. But it's like one of those. It's hard to recognize in the moment because you have to like. There's a level of respecting your opponent that you have to do, right?
Yes.
結構難しいのはしさも
But it can be hard to like find that balance.
And it would be
Oh.
easy if you were reading your opponent's chain, but it's so hard when you're under pressure to like, because the opponent's playing so fast too, right? Like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
want to wait a second and look at their board because they're going to get ahead of resources and then blow me up.
Yeah, and the rough part there is like they probably just have to wait because if they play more efficiently than you, they're probably already ahead of resources anyway. So
Yeah,
you just gotta-
exactly.
You're kind of just like stuck fighting for like better resource usage at that point.
But I guess also if you're behind like that, like, even if you don't look at your opponent's board, maybe it's worth playing the gamble. Because then if you get the point, then you can be a bit more confident that, oh, maybe this will work.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh,
Chain.
they get it. Wow.
Nice. That was almost so scary because those could look like they were even debating. Like, I think my chain is screwed, kind
Yeah.
of like rotations.
Yeah.
They actually might outchain Himiko here because they
Yeah.
are stuck in just a 5-column kind of situation.
Wow, very nice. Yeah, this is what, 40k to make up? That's a lot.
Sure is. And they only used 5 of their columns, and yeah, still a good 8, but like, thank God not actually came in clutch there.
Yeah. Good work from them.
Maybe regretting only the 5-column usage
Yeah.
a little bit there. I still like it though, because 5-column is just fast.
I think maybe just didn't expect that Nashi would actually have such a big chain because from the prior matches, it was just like not so efficient, right? So
Yeah. And I think that's a fair takeaway, honestly, is like to be like, I'm gonna build it because it's faster until they prove otherwise, right?
yes, exactly.
Again. Ooh. Like, even though kind of struggling to try and figure out if they want to attack or they want to do
Yeah.
something else. I think they're trying to like set this off in a way that keeps their tail clean. I guess things
Oh.
are not working for them.
Yeah, this is just nasty. Wow, no, Nashi's getting like the efficiency advantage. Potentially?
Yeah,
Unless
that's
the tail
rough.
works. No, that's not going to be half enough now. It's too early.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm not sure what Himiko was kind of going there for. I guess the pillars were getting in the way and he didn't want to do a weaker attack.
Yeah, probably. Just wanted to keep up that main chain efficiency as they've been doing this whole time because it was working, but it didn't work that.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, they only have 10 rounds to work with.
That's-
before the
yeah.
league's gone.
Exactly.
How dare they try some stuff out?
Oh!
Oh wait, this is better though.
Yes.
Yippee.
Yeah, that's the risk with taking like an early attack like that. If whoa!
Nasty follow up.
Nice. I like that.
Oh,
Ooh,
he does
that-
not want to so bad. Wow, that's
Wow.
wow. You're insane.
Wait, Nashi's
What?
chain is like so question mark? Huh? What did they do? Why did they do it like that? No.
I think they wanted to finish
Wait.
off.
It's fine. Why?
I think they wanted to finish off Himiko, and then Himiko accidentally entered, and now it's not. It worked out, I guess, in the end.
Nothing matters.
That was weird, but sure.
So
Thumbs
funny.
up emoji.
Never punished. Yes, this is true.
My manager thanking me for a good job, and I've only been hanging out in the break room all shift.
Going a lot for this like early 2-double this option, but
Yeah, it was worth.
wow, nice.
People kind of stopped building the defenses.
Or maybe was Nashi attacking this earlier in the set? Maybe not. Maybe they finally like found good attack timing.
they kind of were trying to. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I do feel like Himiko has tried to look for some attacks, but then has like gone to efficiency really heavily. Oh, sure. Not too sure at the moment. My main feeling on what they're doing. Because now we're going back to attack, so. Okay, never mind. You just decide
Their chain's a
not to
bit
give
awkward
instead.
now. Oh, yeah, maybe it's fine. I don't like the blue. Oh, no. They buffer Puyo.
Still
Oh my
big 11,
gosh.
like 62 is okay. Yeah, I think.
Wait,
Like,
no.
try to attack more.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
They had a 14.
Yeah.
Such a rip.
Okay, that really sucks to lose that. Because
Yeah.
you're so far behind.
Yeah. Oh, that feels like I'm just like I feel them right now. Like I understand exactly how they feel after that. Like, oh, my extensions were so good, and then one of the random Puyos from your third floor, well, not one of them, but just your random Puyos from third floor, just ruin everything.
Yeah. And you kind of see because like Himiko's not really doing anything like, super proactive at the moment.
Well,
So
never
this
mind.
should probably be your time to get back in. And then they finally do something proactive. And now you're probably like, God damn it.
5 maybe, maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward.
Okay, that's good. Oh, the follow up. Okay.
Unfortunately, probably should not have done that because the chain was still completely accessible.
Well, I think they. No, they're fine.
Oh, made it. Okay, oh my god. Close.
That's a lot of purples. Nice.
Nice, oh my god. Himiko's definitely playing sloppier though, I feel like. Maybe nerves. You're like almost out. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
let's close out the set. Do we attack with this because so many yellows? We sure do.
Oh, golly. Oh, yeah, Himako found like a really good way to connect everything, but it's gonna be difficult to like out-chain this.
Yeah, because they gave up their transition too. Because now that...
Nice pivot with the yellows.
Oh, yeah.
Clever. Ooh, now should be outside vertical.
Oh my god, look at this form from the Himako. He actually opts out of the 6 column again. It's crazy.
You really realize Nashi's chain was kind of inefficient.
Maybe just hates column 6. Or 1 in this case.
Oh. Oh, okay. Wait. Huh? Is that no?
It's a pretty reasonable 9. Like 60k is a good chunk.
Yeah, no, that isn't enough. Wow.
That break.
We take
yeah,
those from Nashi.
damn. I'm surprised he gave up column, like one of his 6 calls because that was an even-ish board state. It wasn't like Nashi was attacking that much in post game at all.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
I guess it's like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
Like, just the situation he's been in the most. It's like, oh, I should just feel like this.
Oh my gosh, massive. Oh no, poor Nashi with the no greens.
But he stays alive. Just awkwardly. Oh man, if only those greens had linked, would have been insane.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
no.
there's some greens.
Oh no,
Yippee!
that's so sad.
I definitely feel like Nashi is playing a bit better now compared to the middle point. So like, Himiko was kind of running with it.
Yeah, they're forcing Himako to play more mid game so that like they don't just get constantly outchained. Cool.
Okay. Are we getting some more craziness with Himiko again? He's going back to like just trying out efficient. Kind of seems like it.
Oh, now she only has like this
Ooh.
billion chain attack. No way to convert out.
ちょっとでかいですけど、5連鎖ダブルの6連鎖。
Yeah, that's.
Mm.
I mean, you're still kind of up there, kind of.
Yellows, 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 yellows.
No. Yeah, it's like the pain that we fall so far behind is like every round where you have to bang on a specific color just feels even worse
Yeah.
because you have so few rounds to work with.
That's right. That's why you don't want to make gambling moves like that.
正しいだったらもしかしたら冷静に本戦をあのタイミングで打って
Agreed.
帰るという判断ができたかもしれませんが、ちょっと焦りですかね、これは。ひまこリーチ。ひまこリーチでこ
Oh jeez, is Himako going aggressive again?
ちゃんとこの本数差の強みみたいなのを
No, she's so locked into main again.
対応
Yeah.
3連鎖かぶってらしい本数打たされるが開始
Shadow scared me.
No.
た
Oh,
だ伸ばしてるとかいい
Sneaky.
さ赤のリングを増やして
Oh my god, he's still going for it? He's gonna get it
Oh
almost.
my gosh.
Gosh. There's a lot to make up now on Nashi's side because that was
This is
not just so
impossible.
many individual links, yeah, like, just so many bonus put at the end of this now.
Nah, that's a 5. That's a 5. Yeah.
Well, a 5 chain isn't enough.
Nope.
Damn. That was a pretty good set. I think I actually like this one more than the other one, mainly because I feel like Himiko, outside like the last 4 rounds he had to win, showed just like a lot of versatility.
Yeah. He had really stable chain shapes.
And also just like so many different ones. Like the other set was like, very straightforward. It was cool to see Mary as like a form.
Yeah, I agree.
And like the small, easy adaptations, but I think Himiko's ability to like chain and even through like what we would normally see as like color conflicts or things you just never build yourself into, and to do it confidently, I think was pretty.
It's just like, whatever.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll just do this. Like, okay, buddy.
これは面白かったですね。めちゃくちゃ面白かった。
Wow, there you go.
結構本戦の殴り合いが多いかなと思ったんですけど、ひばこ選手が後半とかね、結構試合の流れに合わせて早めの攻
Yeah,
め
dude, that was good. I like that.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
増やしていってましたね、今。はい、といった形で、
Right. So, editor friend messaged me.
Yo.
He asking. He said maybe. It depends on how much it is. So
Okay.
I will have you message him.
Sure.
So if you know, in my server, copy someone's profile. So
マスター上がったらこの人と戦うんだなもね、本人たちも、感染者皆さんも分かると思うので、ぜひ見ていただければと思います。
it's that guy.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. But yeah, these are good plans. I feel like personal bias because this one is fancy. It's easier to say like this one was the higher level set. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think this one just looked fancier, but like they were both high level for different reasons.
Yeah, for sure. Like we said, I think like the first game was really interesting because it was a simple game plan, whereas this one was, I mean, to be fair, Himako was able to do simple stuff, but that's because of there being credit to their chaining ability in the first place that allowed them to pivot into such simple moves with ease.
Yeah. I'm trying to like now I'm kind of in my 12 a.m. brain, so I'm trying to like think about my thoughts a bit more carefully because I'm
Yes.
tired.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like simple game plan from what's it? Yeah, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But in some ways, I even think the Himiko set was kind of simple.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
times, right? Because it was just that the attacks were longer.
Yes.
So like the decisions were much more committal, and then eventually they kind of both moved away from it once they realized that they were getting punished, either by their punches like full chaining the larger attacks, or by looking for small ones to interrupt it.
Sorry, Shadow's trying to eat my cords.
And then yeah, I'm trying to think about it. And then it kind of like became like, a lot more of jumping of strategies. It felt like,
Mhm.
and more focused on that efficiency. Because then like we saw 4 chain attacks, we saw hellfires. There's definitely a lot of diversity in the approach of how they were playing.
This is true too, yes.
Those were good sets. Those are fun to watch.
Yes, I think a lot of the JP content is going to give us a lot of variety in things that maybe we don't necessarily see when we're looking at Western gameplay. Cheddar
Alright,
cheese.
I agree. Oh, so chat. I can feel myself getting the EP.